All right. Luckily, I waited a tick before I started recording, so that whatever that sound was did not get in.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
No, it's fine. I coughed really loudly earlier. I didn't want to get that recorded otherwise. Just the timing was very funny. Hi, internet kids. Something patrons. Something support. Like Adam DeHarbacher, Comics Architect 10, Black SG, Carlos Quad, Jeremy Vasquez, Kylie Dennis, Jordan Boss Hunter, Liam Kessler, Rogue Robin, Shiny Peace, I'm Guy Bob, Soda Son over Diverse Side, 23 Zega Reed, and many more. Okay. So we did duty and obligation and destiny and all those roles. I don't even remember. Was it 10 XP last time? 10?
Yeah,
10?
Yeah.
Did you guys actually buy anything? Did you buy anything? Okay,
Let me look at my
you've
sheet
been
again.
saving.
Oh, yeah. I bought Perception 2 and Streetwise 2.
Okay, alright. So you get some saved up.
Mm-hmm. I was considering buying Knowledge Underworld, but I'm holding off.
Yeah, I already...
I just felt like considering,
But,
since I'm using that a lot more, I should probably have it actually get 2.
No, it depends if you're going to actually use it for realsies.
I mean...
Okay. Alright, anyway, where we last left off last time, on Dragon Ball Z. No.
No.
Honestly, it was much more of a roundabout type moment. Smashing the door.
It was a 2B continued.
TB continued.
As the door hits him in the face.
Yeah.
And the gun like shoots off in the air and like
yeah. So, I'm gonna need everybody to roll some sort of initiative. You guys should probably roll cool, because you did a fucking tactical entrance thing.
Alright, here we go.
Okay.
Should probably roll cool. 2 vigilance. Oh, okay, just 2 vigilance, alright.
Now it's in my head.
I mean, we could call this one roundabout, maybe.
Maybe,
Oh yeah,
maybe
and the Scarek is here too.
Skirk will hang out. Skirk will stay in the rear and make sure no trouble spills out from the bar fight.
What are you talking about? She's winning the ball fight.
Just pay that
Maybe.
strain.
I need to track down that arms dealer's stats, because he's only at 9 out of 12, so he's not out of the fight. He just lost his gun. He has vigilance 1, which is 1 willpower, yay. Alright, okay. You know what, you 2 yellow dice, you're going over there. I'm going to use the other 2 yellow dice now.
How dare.
As they roll me nothing but advantage.
Okay.
So, immediately cursed by too many tabs. I'm like, trying to switch something, do something.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. It's a lot of success. You take some strain for that?
Yeah, I took 2 strain.
Okay, so it should be this.
I might need to finish upgrading threat monitor so I get 3 advantage on this.
But I have prepared for this. I will use a dark side point to activate the boss's special ability, Distraction.
Go first.
Basically, actually, we're gonna swap an NPC slot with the highest rated PC slot. So
Okay.
Fun. Currently that basically means nothing other than that an NPC slot goes first technically because of the way things are. But it becomes this, as basically you guys kick down the door, the first guy gets kind of stunned and knocked back, and his gun goes up in the air. You see, as I mentioned before, the red-skinned Twi'lek woman kind of standing behind her desk, looking confused, but not looking that confused, because immediately as you guys get in, she kind of leans to the left, stares at the middle distance behind you, and says, "Get him!" All of you do that kind of like half second, like, wait, what?
Wait, what?
And in that moment, she gets to go first. Okay, so, maneuver number 1, draw gun. Because gun wasn't out. Maneuver number 2, taking 2 strain, because this is a nemesis, and I can do that. To take cover behind her desk, just kicks the desk over. Action, fire at boots. And hopefully this will actually do damage.
Well,
You
I
should have 2
Roll the
defense.
wheel dice. Hold on, let me calculate my stuff. Range light 3, agility 3. 2, quick strike.
If she's actually red, I feel like there needs to be equip made here somewhere.
I think Boots made equip last time.
I did.
Okay.
Yeah, I just don't remember right now.
Kick down the door. I think I said something on the line. So
I'm gonna
right here for
actually,
she's
it's a
gonna
good point.
point
I should point this
something
out.
green.
I would probably say this is short distance. It's an office in a dive bar. It's not very big.
Yeah.
We're here for the
I
acquaintances
figured.
of green.
Do you have any difference? Do you have 2 right now?
That banal, yes, that armored.
The armor is
banal
actually used to
clothing
you
we
too,
got.
because I made Sure.
Yeah. Okay. So he's got the 2 armor.
It's got more armor than my
Fair enough.
clone trooper. Sorry, more defense than my clone trooper armor.
I know the synths are
Well,
kind
yeah.
of insane.
It's made to do different stuff.
Yeah.
Defense is weird sometimes. Okay. So I think I've got my dice pool symbols. Yeah, I got 3 yellows. Okay, so that's threat.
Actually, wait, no, I'm on 3 defense in total.
Oh, right, you get a bonus for that.
Yeah,
black
I'm a
die.
master. Sorry, I forgot about that. It's my mistake.
Freaking chart quizzes. Luckily, since I'm using my real dice, it's a lot easier to actually just toss it into their die. Okay, we're canceling out a lot of that advantage. Okay, so that's success, 1 failure. That's 1 success, so you are hit, and then threat. Okay, only 2 advantage. Good. You cannot be crit. Okay. Oh, I need to be looking at a chart for this, actually. Alright, so, Boots, you take 9 damage before soak.
9 damage before soak.
As you are, pulled out. We're very paying attention right now. There's an interesting conversation going on in the chat. You can't see, audience. But alright, yeah, so basically, she pulls out a very large, chunky blaster pistol and plugs Boots in the chest with it.
I don't know if that actually came out, but my chair just suddenly fell back.
Ooh.
I almost died.
Oh god.
Shit. How do I fix
So,
this?
I've taken 2 damage.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Shit, fuck. Do we have a link for the chart of the fast advantage? Because it's no longer in my history. It's apparently
I'll
been
get
that long since you guys fought somebody.
I just have it. I have
My
it.
Google Chrome no longer remembers that link. It's only 2 advantage, so it's probably dumb and won't help anybody.
Oh yeah, black or blue or blue
Help.
or
Yeah, I already did 2
Something.
maneuvers.
Want to give me a black die?
Yeah, sure. You're surprised.
Surprise!
Prong.
Open the holocron.
Plunks you in the chest.
Alright.
This is a page on the holocron, but it's a lot easier to pull up this single
I know.
page
I was
PDF.
opening the hologram as well, just in case.
I've been hit. I'm surprised. Open fire.
fun.
Alright.
Wait, I just realized I've got wife number 8 that has no stun setting.
Yeah.
Correct.
Shoot the other guy.
That's still...
Actually,
I'm
yeah,
pretty,
yeah,
I'm
no,
pretty
right.
sure Aramaa will want both of these people taking it alive.
Yeah,
so,
so,
I mean,
Is-
smuggling is not an offense that I would kill a person over.
yeah, it's not killing. It's
So I'm
Stunned,
gonna
maybe.
take the 2 strain to do a maneuver to throw wife number 8 back into the hallway behind us.
You
sorry,
don't
not
need to take
even hallway.
you don't need to take strain or maneuvers to do all that.
Well, because
That's your first thing.
Well, I'm also gonna move in and then do an action.
Okay.
maneuver
That's
action.
2 maneuvers, right? In
Well,
total?
yeah.
Okay.
But so what's your other action then?
I'm gonna try to melee, or basically punch out red.
Okay. All right. Okay.
All of
So
my-
you are engaged. That's 2 difficulty. She has 1
Ooh.
defense and his adversary 1. So upgrade and add a black.
So, any extra black because I'm surprised.
Oh, actually. I
Well,
know
you
what
add
it
the black to your next skill check from that penalty. That's what happened. That's what it was. So you
Okay.
better remember it.
Yeah. So 2 setback in total then.
Yes.
And then my brawl dice, and yeah, let's go.
Let's fucking go!
Oh joy!
Ah.
Thank you, adversary. I believe the order of operations is we start with success. So what's your damage?
Damn, I drove my fist.
Yeah.
That's just 3. If I remember correctly, it's just your brawn value, right?
Yes. So you do 4 total then, or is your brawn 2?
Yes. My brawn is 3.
Okay, so you do in fact do 1 damage.
Mhm.
And hopefully going for non-lethal damage with this.
Oh, actually,
Okay.
that is a good point. All right, so you want to inflict strain? All right, that is fair.
Yeah.
You can do that. All right,
Well,
you inflict 1
I
strain.
tossed away wife number 8 specifically so I didn't just fucking shoot this person's legs off.
Fair enough. Fair enough. That might have some advantages. Okay, so you did the thing. Great, good job. What are you doing with your 2 advantages?
I'll give her a black die.
Okay. To be fair, she is also surprised. She plugged you in the torso, and it didn't work because you're carrying super illegal. Well, not for you, super illegal.
It's hard to
You're carrying, black market armor padding in your vest.
It's restricted?
No. But a cop will see you and go, well, that's interesting to know.
Yeah.
Your
You
gun
just shot a
immediately
guy.
runs out of ammo. Wait. The tool or melee weapon becomes wait.
I
How does
look
that
down
work?
on my fists and see them disappearing. Like what?
No, this isn't one of the 40k RPGs. You didn't punch somebody with a power field, which causes your fist to explode.
What?
That's 40
Don't parry power weapons. They've got power
Yeah.
fields.
You didn't try to use some psycho nonsense. And
I only learned the Eldar could die via positivity today.
Anyway, yeah, let's just go with. Actually, no, I don't want you to fall.
I'll at least say come up, maybe see about one that's interesting.
I will say that he
Let's-
falls and
let's-
makes it end up shooting.
Let's upgrade. Shoot, I don't know who's going to go next. Don't know who's going to go next, but since we've
I'll go
started
next. I'll get right.
punching. Well, I was going to guess you anyway. So yeah, we're going to upgrade Arama's next check as basically
go.
whatever you want to do, Boots is in your way.
I might go. I might
As
be
he
going like
dives
second to last.
forward to punch. Like first he was blocking up the doorway, and now he's blocking up the target. It's a whole thing.
Oh, Boots.
So you should totally do what Cavis did and just punch right through Boots into
I think the whole thing is like.
And actually, I think in his rush to like rush across the room, Boots probably totaled a couple pieces of furniture and like threw them behind him.
I will say that. But it was like you going melee range is making it harder for everyone else to hit them.
No, it doesn't
As
make
in-
it harder. Well, okay, it makes it harder because I made it harder, but intrinsically, it doesn't make it harder for Aramaa to just punch him normally.
Fair.
She
I
can,
just- I don't
can
wanna-
occupy the same space, but
I just
anyway,
don't want to
yes.
hit the lady with best cast.
Also, to be completely fair, like, would you rather I just shoot them?
I felt like you could have just like the cover away or something. But
Nope, not how that
Okay.
works.
okay, you can focus on
Nope. Also, that would I mean, it's a big shotgun, but it's a fucking desk.
that. Fair.
Like technically, you can negate defensive bonuses as part of a check, but you have to primarily shoot the check at them. Anyway,
Gotcha.
Okay, so
yeah, that's all Boots.
Aramaa will go. She will sigh heavily and dramatically. But, that's right. Did I? No, I took off my crush guns. Because I had to punch.
Well, last we heard, I believe you put them back on so you could crush a lock.
Oh, yeah, they're right. Okay, well.
Yeah.
So I will sigh dramatically. I will unequip them. As I forget, would be removing them be a maneuver or an incident?
Yeah, that's a maneuver to disarm yourself,
Yeah.
to basically swap back to
It's-
unarmed.
Just do
I
what
I
you
mean,
did last
here's the thing.
time.
You don't
Just-
technically have to take them off because your unarmed profile is your unarmed profile.
Mhm.
You have knees, elbows, legs.
True, I guess.
Yeah, if you don't
Like,
want to
I
spend
did-
the maneuver space, you can use the parts of your body that are not your fist.
All right. Well, okay, so I won't. I will specifically not use the crush guns. I'll use my unarmed profile. But Aramaa will stride forward confidently, right past the other dude. Probably has a bloody nose or something.
Yeah.
Kind of push Boots to the side, and she's gonna give Red ? Just a good old kick to the temple.
There would have been a plaque on her desk, but she flipped it over.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so this is normally adversary 1, but also you've got an extra upgrade, so this will be 2 reds,
Mhm.
and she does have 1 melee defense.
So that's 2 red, 1 black. Let's see.
Double despair.
Oh, let's.
What would even result in?
Well, who knows?
I would just keep passing out upgrades, I guess, to difficulty,
I'll
as you guys all just turn into a clusterfuck.
It's like a fucking avalanche of just despairs.
It just becomes more and more of a like a Keystone Cops bit.
I don't know that.
Well, you wouldn't. It's
There's the
ancient.
whole urban comment stuff too.
I don't know if that would apply in an enclosed space like an office.
It's the tiny office. I don't know about that.
Like, there's probably some fluff we could get in there. Interesting.
Okay.
Interesting. Okay. All right.
I feel like you're fine.
Well,
Okay.
you've hit her.
I've hit her.
How
hard do you
evil
want to
do you want to become to hit her more?
I think you're okay.
Lucky has rolled 5 black force pips, audience.
Depending on how hard you hit it, you might
No,
not get
no,
a
no.
falling
I'll just
off
hit her. I'm just gonna hit her regular like.
No, that's fine.
So Pierce
Um,
3.
You're doing stun,
Nope.
right?
Well, actually, would it be Pierce 3?
Damage 7.
How
Yes,
what's
it-
your Pierce
it-
qualif?
let
Calculated
me
on?
pull it up.
Your force rating, right?
Yeah, hang on. Let me pull it up.
That's force rating.
Then it would be 4.
So it would be actually Pierce 4 because it has force rating 4.
Yes, that's what I just said.
Yeah, whoops.
What? Oh,
We got there in the end.
Siding strike. I was like, what was it called again? Brawl attacks just gain Pierce equal to force rating. So
Yep.
so
you just have Pierce 4. Got it.
Yep, just Pierce 4.
That's pretty great.
So that's 7 damage, Pierce 4. Let's go for crit, and I'll spin 2 strain to pick.
Oops, I accidentally closed my notes. I assume you're doing that as strain damage?
Yes.
Okay. Is important.
I'm gonna
7, ignore soak. Is now at 10 strain.
roll.
Just ask, does your martial artist talents not give you just bonus to damage to on
Nope.
attacks? Okay.
Nope.
I mean, you don't need bonuses. That's all brawl and stuff.
Yep.
It's just Martial Grace lets her add damage to it, and then usually what Iron Body and stuff does is lower your crit rating.
Gotcha.
I have Iron Body too, so it lets me crit on 3.
Because your normal crit's like 5 or something.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Alright, so you're critting. You're going to pick the crit.
Yes, I just gotta find the table. There it is.
Told you.
You know, just because I said I kicked her in the head, I'm gonna go with a head ringer.
Alright, what does that one do?
Increases the difficulties of all intellect and cunning checks by 1 until the end of the encounter.
Alright, fair enough. Alright, you do get a heavy head kick in. Bong!
Bong!
Kinda see her vision, like, go in and out of focus for a little bit. Well, that's unfortunate, because I think Marth would have gone next, but, he has stepped away, so,
If not, I think Camo's just gonna, like, pull out his gun. He's gonna quick draw his gun and, like, stun blast the other dude on the ground.
okay.
Just gonna... Bam.
Well, I don't believe he actually fell prone. He's just been
okay.
knocked back, but disarmed.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. He hasn't acted yet, so you get your quick strike.
Alright.
See here, you can shoot because you actually do have guns that that have stun setting on you right now.
I think all of my guns do, because I don't think I'm actually using, like,
Blasters. There is a benefit to just using normalized blasters.
Right.
Sadly, a decent chunk of the stat block for high-level smugglers is in vehicle stuff, which, I'm not gonna say you couldn't have gotten into some vehicle shenanigans, but just the general direction this has been going has not been very vehicular.
I get on this fucking quick shot, I get 6 boost. Holy shit.
This is when Red hops on a speedo bike and we have to chase after her.
Alright, something. Choose 4. This is short, so. And
Yeah,
he
just
has
one.
what? No defense? What defense?
Nah, he has. Actually,
Alright.
let me double check if he has defense. I don't think he does. No, he has no
Alright.
defense, no adversary one. Pretty normal guy.
Alright, so this is. Pierce
Like
4?
possibly because he's a rival, he could tank a hit, but probably not. Yeah, no. Okay, nope. He's done.
That's just 19 Pierce 4. He's just.
Yeah,
I think
no, it
he's just
doesn't matter.
stunned. I think he's just stunned to a coma.
He had like 3 wounds left in his rival wound pool after Boots hit him with the door. So yeah, no, he goes out. He like has enough time to like recognize you because you guys didn't change at all, and maybe go blong, just flops onto the floor. And now you have 7 advantages.
I'm going to heal my 3 strain.
Solid
One
choice.
remaining. And then the 4 are going to go left is just going to 4 boost and the next person going. So who's going to have 4 boost?
Me.
Yes.
Yep. All right.
Okay, so right, there's only one guy left.
Mm-hmm. And currently, basically, she is surrounded by Boots and Aramaa.
Yeah, and she has a blaster pistol out.
Mhm. Yep. I mean, Boots got shot full on. He didn't seem to be bothered too much.
Cameron's just going to be staying at the door. So.
It's fair.
This whole thing is like, yeah, no, this is totally within the purview of my motivation.
So,
But it's
Boots.
just like, yeah, I know, this thing is just, I actually wish I could have had a chance against the other guy, but it's like, nope.
Nope.
So, I'm going to pull out the repulsor rifle.
Okay.
Oh, boy. Okay. All right. Okay.
There's already going to be one upgrade in there, plus another upgrade.
Yep. That's adversary, and that's automatic upgrade.
Short,
so that becomes
so
red-purple.
Red-purple.
I already had this in mind. By the way, I'm going to spend a destiny point to upgrade your difficulty by 1.
Okay.
I was going to do that no matter what you did. But I'm just letting you know now I'm doing it. So there's 2 reds.
Okay,
We
well,
go
I'm
to the
gonna-
shoe store. Upgrade your difficulty.
Okay, this
Well, no, I meant
this
what.
guy
No matter what
double-
you did against her,
Oh yeah, no.
I'd like her to get a second turn.
That I'm just going to check to see if there's any. I doubt there's any.
Oh, and she does have one
range
range defense. Actually, 2 range defense because she's behind cover. Aha!
Okay,
I've got you.
great.
2 defense. Whatever will you do?
Okay, no, those won't work. That won't work. Yeah, this quick draw with the pulse rifle, so that's. No, that won't really matter.
Well, I mean, if you quick draw, you can aim.
Yeah, I'm going to aim. I'm going to spend a destiny point to
Yeah, fair enough.
upgrade my own check.
Yep, we can do that.
So what's your usual boost die pool for this kind of thing?
Yeah.
Because you had the 4, so like you have 5 boosts now.
Just let him build his dice.
Yes, you do have a lot of boost because of the extra
4
advantage from the
boost.
last one.
So 5
Boost.
boost.
As basically what has happened, to recap for everybody, was Boots kicked in the door, smacked the other guy out of the way, looked around the room, took a shot in the chest, looked around the room, dropped his shotgun, and just ran across the room to punch the boss. Aramaa rushed in the door after him, did a flying roundhouse kick, kicked the boss, and then Camo, being a smart man, just kind of leans in the door and stuns the other guy. Really good. And then Wevu unslings her giant repulsor rifle.
Okay, I think I have all the blues here. Okay, that's all
Is
the
there a picture of
subs,
this?
that's all the
Or not?
rods. This is going to be interesting.
It's probably gonna look
Okay,
like looks like the Pep's gun.
that is 5 success, 2 advantage.
Okay.
I'm gonna look up this repulse.
So is this what's your total on this?
Okay, so base damage for the repulsor rifle is 8, so that becomes 13 strain damage. No
Yep.
pierce.
All right, she does
And
have a
I
decent amount of
can-
soak, but that's still
and
going
then
to
I
be
can
10
either-
damage, so that takes her to 20 out of 16. Would you
Okay.
like to knock down for funsies?
Sure, I'll activate knockdown with those 2 advantage.
So yeah, there's a brief gap as you guys kind of lean out of the way, and then there's kind of this whoop, boosh, and a invisible wave of force just flies forward, smacks the red Twi'lek in the chest, and she just tumbles backwards, ass over tea kettle, and smacks into the back wall. Clong, out like a light. You may now all roll to recover strain.
Yay.
Yay.
I tried to make that harder.
Sorry.
Christ. Yeah, it was still fun. I'll raise discipline.
Roll to heal some strings.
I don't have to try and do
Hey,
heal,
but-
so
Yeah,
okay.
you fixed
Then
all that. it's fine.
also that thing.
I'm fine.
Oh, I'm
Oh.
not wearing my bio.
That was the wrong thing. Nor
Yeah,
the boost.
So,
That's-
success. There you go.
Ooh, yeah, smelling salts.
So
No,
that's gonna
but
be
you can
one-
heal strain with a medicine check.
Yeah.
One
I think it's a hard check because she's over her strain threshold.
No.
Oh,
I
yeah.
guess well, if it's a medicine check, if someone has a med kit, maybe the med kit has smelling salts.
True. Basically, that would probably be what the effect is. Smelling salts,
Okay,
stimulants.
well, my strain is all healed up.
All right, so you find yourself in a bar back room, having made a lot of noise.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
While the bar fight's still happening, I think.
Yes.
Who knows?
I mean, it was only a few seconds.
Well,
And
let's
actually,
see.
probably as you wrap up, Skirk probably like quietly signals to you like the fight is dying down outside. So
Okay.
Okay.
Well, let's see here. Well, we can interrogate them here, or we can interrogate them out there. Personally, I'm okay with interrogating them here.
I'll see if I have some binders in my bag.
Everyone
Right.
should have reminders. I make sure that everyone carries
Yeah.
binders.
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
question is,
Wevu
has he
has
used them
binders.
lately, and is he still carrying them? Because you guys did do an outfit change.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine.
But, figuring
still
that
my
people
sheep.
were going to possibly get injured, I did bring
Sure.
my med kit with me. So I got some smelling salts like we've discussed.
Okay,
Good job.
so you're gonna try and actually wait. Nope. Order of operations may be important. So you're going
Put
to
binders
cuff
on
her, then try
Yeah.
to resuscitate her.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are any of you doing anything else?
Let's put a.
Yeah.
I will lean, I guess, menacingly against the outside and hopefully this way people from wanting to come investigate.
We should probably put her.
All right, okay. You are met by the barman carrying a scatter blaster that he had under the bar, and he basically just cocks it and is like, whatever the equivalent of "get the fuck out of there" is. What is your response? Since you are dressed as a civilian.
Let's do the Jedi mind trick.
Okay, all right. Willpower's not a very common stat. I believe to convince them of something untrue, we've covered this before, it has to be opposed.
Yes, it's...
Alright, that'll be... Let's go with average, then.
Alright. Let me just double check, I believe. This one. Okay.
Yeah. We will assume that the bartender has 2 willpower, but no discipline. Seems fair.
Let's go yeah. But then, and then,
Skirk kind of, lingers behind you in case this doesn't work, so she can punch him. Ooh. I don't believe... Yeah, you can't spend force points to succeed, I don't believe. What were you trying to convince him of?
It's all just, there's nothing wrong here. Go back to work.
Okay, alright. Well, I think it's fair. You've failed a check to convince him. He's gonna try and just shoot you.
Okie doke.
Flip Destiny.
What?
Flip Destiny.
Oh yeah, you did technically fail a check. You can flip a Destiny.
Wrong. Damn it.
Slash. There you go. You figured it out.
All right, there we go. Now
I thought to try to fix it. You were just type in Destiny double D.
I rolled 2D.
Does that work?
I don't know if it does that. I mean, it can't right now because there's not any points. That'd probably confuse him. Okay,
yeah, let's not test it.
Okay.
Well, this is short range, probably.
About to get shot.
Has this got any accurate on it? No. So we'll say probably 1 ranged heavy. Whoop. I gotta get back. Okay. No, he's not engaged. That would actually be tougher. Okay. Go yellow, green, 1 purple. How much defense do you have right now, Aramaa?
2.
Alright, pretty simple check. Oh, okay. So he's gonna hit you, but he does have a threat left over. Okay. So you take 11 damage before soak.
That means... No pierce? So...
No pierce.
Soak of 2, brawn of 4, that's 6. 5, I can't do anything to get any more damage. Nope. So I take 5.
Brung.
Still gotta hurt. Like, damn.
Does hurt.
You take a blast in the gut as he just... I'm not gonna listen to your lies. At this point, this is one rival type man. Basically, the question is, are you gonna punch him or, will Skirk, lizard grab him?
Are we gonna have to roll for it?
No, I'm just saying, what do you think would be your first reaction?
A little bit of surprise, and then Skirk will be all like, hiss.
Yeah, Skirk just probably leans out of the back with 2 giant lizard hands, grabs him by the shoulders, and just pulls him into the back room, and we hear clang, clong, bonk noises. And he's no longer a problem. You are, however, a little bit wounded. However, there is now nobody left to deal with in the bar. Congratulations.
Okay. Wrapped up all those loose ends.
So basically that's happening outside while Camo is cuffing and Boots is getting out his medkit and will make a medical roll. This will be a hard medicine check, by the way, because she's over her strain threshold.
Yep.
Excuse me, sorry, coughed. Wevu, are you doing anything interesting?
Guess I was just walking out the door mostly, not really doing anything. She'll just search around. She'll search around the office a bit.
Nah, ditch it all.
Make me an average perception check. Okay, interesting. 3 threats.
2 successful.
Yeah, 3 threat. What could you possibly do with that?
Oh, all kinds of things.
Hey, what does your medic talents do for medicine checks?
Not that.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of them have basically I get to give you extra stims or...
Yeah, I think you healed her enough anyway, because you got 5 naturally, but do you have any... Physician, I think, is the talent that increases your strain healing?
Let me double check.
Because it's surgeon for...
surgeon for wounds, I do not have physician.
Okay, yeah. And that's probably mostly in colonist doctor, so you just straight up heal 5 strain, which...
Yeah.
She is at 20 out of 16, so she is now at 15 out of 16, which is probably where you want her. Mm-hmm. Probably a good range. Okay. Three threat. Yeah, I'll just do pretty basic. Your medkit's depleted. You need to restock somewhere before you can make another medicine check using it.
No.
You gotta use a lot of supplies up. As you apply cold compress to her brain so she doesn't, get a concussion and die. And other various, things. You wrap a brace around her back or something, because the repulsor rifle's not very nice in terms of, gentle landings.
A lot of whiplash.
Well, yeah, it's basically a man-portable reverse tractor beam, is how it's described.
Oh, really?
So, yeah.
The way I imagined it is, if you ever seen that dumb meme of like the scientist opened the door and it's just a air cannon.
The air
behind
cannon,
it.
yeah. The effect looks similar because it's explicitly invisible, but yes, it's a reverse tractor beam is basically what it does in fluff. So yeah, it just shot on a wave of force that hit this lady and threw her back, and it really sucked for her. Yeah. So while you're bringing her around, that'll probably take you like 5-ish minutes. And honestly, maybe a little bit longer as you rapidly burn through your medical supplies. Wevu is looking around. So you search the office. So, of the torpedo room, by the way, is the place you're at. Mm-hmm. So, first of all, you find some notes, maybe like a little identicard. This woman's name is Verita Jobin. I will type that for you. It's her actual name. Red is clearly a nickname. Mm-hmm. And since you got a couple of successes, you basically check the drawers of her overturned desk, and you find a little datapad card, which is a ledger. You don't have a lot of time to skim it, Wevu, but you start skimming it, and basically it looks like it's a list of locations and sources of shipments, names of ships, smugglers, and dispensation of payments and cargoes. So stuff like, the Aluminum Eagle picked up 2 kilos booster blue at Narshada, dropped off here, paid whatever the going market rate for that would be.
Right.
Some of these are like not kind of GPS, navigational coordinates to like find where shipments are dropped off. Like, a crew will come in to get paid, and so she'll say, paid X for cargo, and then cargo is stashed at blah blah blah. That would probably be an astrogation check for one of you to figure out if any of those coordinates mean anything interesting.
Sounds like a thing for Webu.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Like I said, probably get to that in a second, because unconscious people. Sorry, hold on. Had to burp. Other than her... Well, actually, something that jumps out of the log book is that, so, probably surprising nobody, this is just a arm of some greater outfit. And Verita pays her dues, it looks like, either as she is the one who organizes bringing in the merchandise, or just straight up pays a portion of sales to somebody just called Red Stripe. The Red Stripe. And you see some references to a location, you think, called the Iron Cage. And some references to, like, other business arms, but you don't have time to memorize and run this down yet. Just saying there's some other clues there if you guys are gonna analyze this. Anyway, right. So, Aramaa, about the time you return from your gut wound, you see that Boots is reviving the Twi'lek, which Wevu can tell you her name. Mm-hmm. Just kind of... Did you hit me with a swoop bike?
Aramaa will look back at Wevu, and just turn back, something like that.
Huh.
I'm pretty sure I've been punched that hard by a Selonian before, but not from across the room. Ow. Kind of looks you guys over. What are you guys? Rival outfit? Skip your payments?
No, Aramaa will grab another chair, place it down in front of her.
Do you say reverse like a cool guy?
Yes. And she's like, something like that. Let's see. I'll I'll do some lovely introductions here. I am General Aramaa of the Grand Republic Army. That is my battle sister, Wevuguk. And over here are my lovely clone boys, Boots and Camo. And this planet.
I feel like I think there's just gonna be a flat what? It's like what?
Yeah.
Aramaa
Aramaa will reach back into this might be a little bit more convincing. She'll reach back into her backpack, pull out her lightsaber, snap hiss, unignite, put back in backpack.
There's just gonna be another flat what?
And as I said, you're...
either you hit me really hard. Nice kick, by the way.
Thank you.
Are you actually, kind of? Well, we'll say you were nice and cuffed her in front. Kind of reaches up with the cuffed hands to rub her temples. Sure you're a Jedi and not in the shockboxing circuit?
That's like...
I know some guys in entertainment. Get you an
That's
agent.
like... Lightsabers are great and all, but they're not real good at non-lethal. So I've developed other means. For specifically times like this. And then, I've done a lot of work to make sure that things don't get out of hand on my planet. And of course, when I hear someone who decided to move in, well, I have to come in and make sure everything's on the up and up.
So she smiles. You notice that Rita is one of those Twi'leks who files her teeth, so they're kind of pointy. Some of you have Synology. You might know that that's because they're seen traditionally as a soft boy race. Some Twi'leks file their teeth like predators to show that they're hardcore. So yeah, she's got some filed teeth. It's a little creepy. She's just like, all right, I don't want to tell you how to do your job, Jedi, but you do understand the principle of the power vacuum.
Yeah, I do. And fortunately for you, I'm not here to tell you to close up shop. Just want you to follow a couple rules, and I'll let you do your thing.
Kind of chuckles a little. Obviously, she's at 15 out of 16 strain, so she's still a little punch drunk and still has that crit. So like, what? Oh, this is the weird. Well, wait, no, there was that one time on Tatooine. This is the second weirdest cartel interview I've ever had. Okay, all right, okay. She kind of waggles her hands and says, "Okay, I understand. You're the boss, kind of.
Kind of.
Yeah, no, I'm following you. I'm gonna guess you bugged my guy over there." She gestures with the thumb at the very unconscious guy. Like, holy shit. How much damage did you do again? 19?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see.
Yeah, he was already at like 9 out of 12 wounds, so even if he's
that was Pierce 4 as well.
Yeah,
so
no,
like,
so no soak, so he's at like more than double. There's no way you're gonna wake him up anytime this
like
day.
super cold.
Like he is full blown big baby napping. He needs a full 8 hours. But so she jabs a thumb at him, and I presume you bugged my guy? Dumbass never should have brought the bug. At this point, maybe Wevu continued poking around. You probably find on his person that he found your surveillance bug for reasons I discussed at a later point. He actually managed to roll really good on a vigilance check. He did not find your surveillance tag because that was really, really well placed.
So,
Oh, right.
I'll call over to Wevu. Can you grab the bug and the tag on him as well? We can use those later.
Tagged him.
Sure.
Oh, well, that's what you get for hiring locals. Professionalism.
Yeah. But you seem like someone who is a professional, so as long as you can follow the rules, you can continue doing business, and I'm not going to be, and things will go well. I'm not asking for a cut.
She kind of twitches one of her legs, and you realize it's a prosthetic. Yeah, I got out of the active part of the game a while ago. It's hard to run from the cops and work all the pedals. A little slow.
Oh, interesting.
But I know a lot of people.
So, Veritas, it's pretty simple. You can smuggle what you want, but no hard narcotics. No highly restrictive weapons. I mean, if you find something a little bit fancy here or there, but nothing that's gonna melt someone's face off with the pull of the trigger. And no human trafficking.
She kind of like puts up a hand like, whoa. I mean, I don't mean to state the obvious, as she kind of, she like waggles her leku, but do I look like a slaver to you?
I'm just putting the rule out there.
Okay, all right. Well, I'll let anybody know, but, geez, if I know those other guys you dismantled, the Bandogora, they were big in the narcotic slave ring, but no, I don't do that. Didn't work with them before, don't work with them now. I think I'm pretty sure they're all dead, but I don't know if that was necessarily you guys. Narco gangs tend to what's the phrase? Burn twice as bright and half as long.
Mm-hmm. Yes, there was quite a bit of fire involved with that. But Veritas, like I said, I apologize for the rough methods, but I think I had to put, as it were, make sure I make a very sound argument.
Well, okay. To be fair, I mean, I shot your man over there. I'm very shocked he's not dead. I need to see somebody about my gun.
Hello, I'm
actually
alive.
and you guys probably would have like policed it up. She's got a very, very nice gun, a C8 Dragon Eye Reaper.
Oh, what?
Heavy blaster pistol.
That thing.
Yeah, wow.
Like base damage 8. It's very nice. Boots is still just a very beefy lad. Took it on the chin.
Nice gun.
Aramaa was like, no, I'm pretty sure gun's fine. He just likes to shrug off blaster wounds because all he has is muscle.
What do they feed you guys? Anyway, alright. Okay.
Not much.
I'm a monster commander. You need to learn to beef up or take the hits.
Okay, alright. I'll say this. I understand your rules.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, we won't make any kind of like opposed charm or anything. Because you're being very, very fair and balanced right now. I understand your rules. I am a businesswoman. I mean, they call themselves my friends, because I'm red. Gestures, literally at herself. The smuggling's not really an organized thing. But I know the guys. I know the routes. I've got contacts because I used to smuggle myself, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
So I coordinate the sales. I'm just a contractor. I'm gonna warn you. I understand. I'm not particularly fussed about the nature of the sales, but I gotta warn you. There's demand. I don't know if you've heard of them yet, but the new gang in town is the Red Stripe, and they are, big business. I think would be the way to put it. They're doing a lot of the work, and they're my major customer. In fact, they're really my only customer. Though, well, technically we've got some. She kind of gestures at the unconscious guy. We got some independent contracting of our own, but no, they're taking in most of the stuff. So, if I tell them that I had this lovely conversation with you, which I'm not opposed to, there's a lot of times when you pass out after a fight, you're not sure if you're going to wake up. I appreciate that. Very professional. This is probably the third or second best interrogation I've ever had. There's not enough Wyron's Reserve for this to be my best, though.
Well, for that,
but
you have to come
the Stripe is gonna... They're gonna be looking for other sources. I don't think they're crazy enough to try to make their own yet. It's a lot of that I'm not native, but I've been on Soholiv a while. I know that the Republic, I'm guessing, specifically you guys, legitimized a lot of that stuff. So, I don't know if there's gonna be enough room for them to do production, but, They got a lot of business angles. I'm just their smuggling woman, I don't know the specifics, but they have some operations, some arms around town. They're doing lots of stuff, and they're gonna eventually want more source because they're buying and selling.
I see. Well,
actually, she could cough too. That could be in character.
See. Well. We'll just have to do as we always do. Find them, tell them what's up, and if they don't agree, I'll remove them.
Okay, alright.
But that's my problem and not yours. So, I'll motion for her to lift her hands.
Yeah.
And remove her binders.
Does the classic, cuffs come off, rub wrists.
And it's like, Aramaa will just, stand back and be like, feel free to tell those what happened today, what happened. And, Webu has the data, right?
Yeah.
And said, we robbed you and all that stuff and keep their eyes out, but also give them a warning, maybe that won't be the best idea to push our buttons. What? I think that'll be all. And he said, if you ever need to find me, I'm not that difficult. Just swing by the Liquid Sunshine bar on the base. All right, boys. Let's roll out, and we shall exit.
All right.
As they leave, you just hear the public just hear in the corner Boots just go, so was throwing me really necessary?
No, but you just piss me off sometimes, Boots.
Okay, just wanted to know if there was actually a reason besides from just, it was convenient. That's all.
As you guys leave, there are two, I think, cuts we'll do. One is a cut back to there as she just, as Verita just kind of flips her desk over, clunk, sets it back.
We probably should have flipped it back for her.
Grabs her, opens her liquor cabinet, pours a drink, and just sits at her desk and drinks. Doesn't fix any of their furniture, does nothing for the unconscious guy. And the second cut is as you guys leave the back room, you just pass by the barman who's just, slumped on the floor unconscious. His gun is, bent in half, and he's just wearing a giant iron pot over the top half of his body. That's, comically dented in a couple of places.
You really got his bow wrong.
Oh, all right. Okay. I'm going to step away for a second to plug my phone in to recharge, because it needs to do that. While you guys can discuss what your next move is. So I'll be right back.
Okay. So, friends are
we could have asked her where,
is there...
customers.
Now we got these
No,
red stripes.
No. That's not professional, Axe.
That's why I was kind of sure about that, but I just wanted to ask you. But that's fair.
Alright.
Nah. No, she says that they got other branches around town, so we'll start digging up information on that. We have the ledger. We'll analyze it, try to find some locations, and as I said, we're gonna put down the law: no hard narcotics, no highly illegal weapons, and no human trafficking. If they can't follow these fucking rules, then we're gonna beat them up and throw them somewhere.
The paddy wagon.
Or I don't know, maybe maybe I'll try up a new gardening and just see if I plant them in the ground and see if they'll grow fucking decent.
I'll plant me a dumbass tree.
I forgot to mention it, but I'm pretty sure Boots would just pick up wife number 8 on the way out. He wouldn't just leave it lying there.
I mean, I think you've got a sling anyway.
But
not necessarily an attachment sling, but you got hard points and stuff to carry things.
Yeah, but like I said, we didn't want to interrogate her because, like she says, there's a power vacuum and it's being filled. I'm just trying to control.
and hopefully everybody got the impression from speaking to Verita to Red is that she's. Ironically, she's very loosely affiliated with this whole setup. She's the contact. She calls the smugglers to smuggle the goods, pays them to bring them in, and then is either paid her cut or, pays a cut in order to sell to the actual Red Stripe gang.
Yeah, no. So fix her fence, kind of,
Yeah.
Well, I guess that's fun. I wasn't sure where she was in totem pole, but now that I hear that, no. She's
in charge of an operation, but that operation is loosely affiliated.
Yes.
Yeah,
but I said, so
not like the big cheese.
Yeah, no, she's a contractor. There's this big project going on, and she just is part of the side of it. But so no, it's I'm gonna let her keep doing I say
there's hard limits now.
Yeah, there's basically a hard limit, so she can deal in she can still deal in weapons, luxury goods, mild narcotics, and weapons and everywhere. Because honestly, you like you said, there's a power vacuum, and we can't stop that. I just want to more so control what's going into said power vacuum.
Right.
Which I think is honestly maybe the smartest way to handle it at the time.
Well, yeah. Like I said, Aramaa is, I guess, she's no outfit leader, but,
she's probably seen how, power vacuums kind of ruin places.
Well, and that was how Sohaliv started. There was, other than some vague piracy and, low-level smuggling, there wasn't anything on Sohaliv because Sohaliv wasn't important. suddenly you start a war over this planet, and there's a lot of, there's a lot of, black market, gray market, red market,
and a lot of like
green
weird
market.
ancient shit showing up on it too. So like,
So anyway, the plan is we're gonna take the data, we're gonna see if we can find any more branches, and we're gonna give them the Shane's Mill. We'll rough them up a bit, tell them what's what, and if they don't capitulate, we leave them alone to do business. If not, I said we're gonna plant dumbass trees.
Yeah. Okay, all right. We smash cut home, I guess. Go all the way back to base. All right.
Yep.
For now,
Okay. So first of all, before anybody needs to roll anything, I will say that since you do have the ledger, you have the whole basically the thing I noted. So it lists like some of the crews. So like you see weapons, contraband, and then narcotics. Most of the spice they're selling seems to be mostly stimulants and steroids. You see stuff like Booster Blue, Gunjack, Impact, Long Sight, Muon Gold, stuff like that. Like, not purely recreational. This does mean they're not dealing in, like, the high-level shit, like Glitterstim and Rill, but also, these are, combat stims and stuff. In addition to bringing in a decent amount of, like I said, contraband, embargoed goods, etc., weapons.
Okay.
not the best to have around.
Well, again, as I said, we can't stop everything, so let's see here. Well, we should probably be a little bit more concerned about those red stripe. Like I said, they're focused on smuggling. We can't really legitimize them into a transport company. That's a little outside our scope. That's weird. Yeah. We can't do that.
Yeah, we could give them the talk and give them the rules.
Yeah. Maybe I should get a suit.
Yeah, I think you can evoke a suit.
But, alright, so we have our bugs again. We should probably keep these on hand. We got 3 and 3. Well, for now, I think we've done enough today. Let's crack the data tomorrow and see what else we can narrow down.
Alright, I think that was probably like a mid-afternoon level trip, I believe, from where we last left off.
Yeah.
Does anybody have anything else they want to do with their day? Like craft or mine?
Nope.
Honestly, I'll try crafting again. See how long this goes.
Actually,
I'll spend the credits to refill my med kit.
Alright, you don't have to spend anything, because you're going back to base, but you can actually take some time, fill up, restock from supplies.
Yeah.
Actually,
it was just a temporary.
This might be a fun time to try some alchemy.
Reload.
Can we try again to get the intelligent toolkit, or just not worry about that?
You want to try it on the way home?
I mean, that was it was only like a day ago, I think, that you actually asked for it.
If anything, then I can probably just do the crafting roll, and then I could try to start the crafting roll, and then just cut the time up through many days.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
Is alchemy in the fucking GM hall?
It should be.
I got parts for the segmented, I think.
Control F, alchemy crafting. Yes. No. Wait. Hold on. Whole words only. Yes. Page 58.
50. There it is.
Which is labeled 56 because I don't know why they bothered to number the pages.
Let's see.
I got 2 material copies of this.
Oh, and this does tell all the things because it'll say what they do. Yeah. Okay.
All right. On the way home, I would like to purchase 3 sets of ingredients for stimulant potions.
Okay.
That will be...
It's normally 4 hundo. We're already 4, so that would go... actually, no. I think we talked about this. Herbalism and medicinals are actually something that Sohliv is known for, so you can probably get away without the rarity increase on this.
Oh, nice. So it'll still be 4 and 4. All right.
As we did talk about, natural exports versus...
Right.
Space Amazoning it.
So, I believe 4
basically.
4 is average.
Actually, 4 might be...
Might be easy.
0, 1, simple. 2, 3, E. Okay, yeah, so 4 is the start of average, yes.
Okay. So
I know we have to do that math every time, but it's important.
Every time.
The 0 is the one that really throws it for a loop.
Yeah,
I appreciate they have the 0 state, but man, it's confusing sometimes. Alright, that's your first one. Now the beautiful thing is I can still spend dark pips.
Yep.
Oh no. Let's see here. So let me see here. So I got a fucking... Oh! So I'm gonna spend the triumph. I know this already. To create a construction formula that permanently reduces the difficulty of creating this type potion by 1.
All right, so you're creating a recipe. You're taking your notes. Okay.
Haha, he's come up with a new recipe.
The empowered effect really doesn't matter.
It doesn't tell me if I can do this multiple times. Actually, if it doesn't say multiple times, it probably can't be multiple times.
Yes, I would say you probably cannot do it multiple if it doesn't say you can't.
Well, then let's spin... excuse me.
So you can...
Let's spend 3 on... let's spend 3 on large batch for an extra large batch for creating 2 of those for 1. Then I'll spend 2 on both fortifying and reviving.
All right. I'll spend the 1 dark pip to basically cancel the reviving with foul taste. It's pretty much the only thing I can do with 1 dark pip.
All right.
So the net effect, because one of those heals 2 strain and the other one adds take 2 strain, is basically it doesn't actually heal you any strain because it's energizing but a little gross.
A little gross.
I would say it probably, what you've done with your stimulant is you've probably brewed something a couple doses of something that tastes overly medicinal. Mm-hmm. You may need to work on that flavoring with future refinements.
Mm-hmm. That's 1.
By the way, for people at home, when consumed, the stimulant increases your strain threshold by 5 for the remainder of the encounter.
Yeah. That sounds pretty good for Force users.
Or 1 hour narrative time. I mean, it's pretty good for anybody. So how hairy Dresden is your potion making? Do you put this in a sports bottle? Or are you, like, actually gonna get, like, a glass bottle and cork it and wax it? Like,
oh, no. Like,
I was thinking, like, tiny metal flasks or something.
No, like, probably not sports bottle, but I'll probably get I'm gonna go, like, just gonna buy, like, you remember those, have you ever seen those, like, tiny alcohol sampler bottles?
Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah, some of those.
Yeah. You got plenty of those lying around. Strip the labels.
Wash them, boil, sterilize them. It's, like, perfect. Alright, and then, well, is anyone else gonna make any checks? Otherwise, I'm gonna keep doing...
Oh, I'm gonna...
I assume that Axe is gonna keep up. The thing is just that...
I might try to make, like, another thing of segmented armor, because I still have, like, parts.
Well, yeah, I was about to say... That's going to take him multiple hours, and he might not finish in a night. That first potion took you 2 hours to make 2. So
yeah, customizable armor takes 16, so I'm going to try this again on this.
So you're going for customizable?
Yeah, I'm going to see that again.
Okay.
Because I got those 50% of those parts back from, like, that machine we got.
It's true. Okay, so you can go ahead and start that check. Just you
see how it
goes.
Yeah.
For a while.
All right.
Though you never know, because you can shave some hours off.
Yeah, it's 16 this time.
Who knows? I could actually, like... Is there actually... It's a good thing. Is there...
An average... Okay. I'm gonna pop a Destiny.
So, okay, it's mostly a reference in crafting tables. Is the word
okay, never mind. This is just unfortunate to me.
Yeah, well, you gotta do other stuff. Okay.
Well, I can recycle these, because I think that reduces it to 8 hours, so it's just the rest of the...
Yeah, basically you get a little light sleep.
Yeah.
I was trying to look up if there'd be any additional rules for tiredness, but I won't call anything up. Yeah, but so yeah, you shave off. Really, yeah. You shave off.
A16.
Well, yeah, but 4 hours, so you shave off like. Is it 1 hour per, or is it 20%?
I thought it was like 2 hours per.
I am in the thing, so I can check. Right. If it says, I assume it says, crafting.
Yeah, but 2 hours.
Construction.
2 hours.
Every 2 hours. Okay, yeah. So that's 3 success over your basic, so that does become 6. Yeah,
that's
so 10.
Yeah.
A little bit of a long night, but you're a big soldier boy. I could probably
finish it up in the morning, and it's like, I'll just recycle it again and try later.
Right. Yeah, so. You basically produce another model of the same thing, and you're like, wait a minute.
I need some ways to like change this process, because doing the same over might not give me anything.
Yeah. Okay. So Aramaa, you can go ahead and make your next 2 crafting checks. Did you buy materials for 2? Whoa. Okay. All right.
I know.
So that one just does not work.
Oh, just small. Well, I know I got advantage, so things didn't explode, but still, I look at this.
I don't know. You got a lot of dark pips. Where's that chart? I lost it immediately.
I just make something vile.
You make poison by accident.
Hey, boots.
Oh, these are great. Oh, I'm looking at the dark side one. Empowered by evil.
Where's the page for this? Can I see this?
Yeah, page 58 is alchemy crafting.
I want to see this. This seems amazing.
Hey, Boots, have a taste of this. Tastes like evil.
Oh, you can get Twisted Fates. Or no,
nah, I think what we're going for is just it's gonna just basically.
It's gonna flop because
yeah, it just like solidifies in the thing you're brewing into like sludge and just sets.
That's talented.
Well, I gotta toss this set out. One more.
Oh, unexpected side effects. You can just make it. Oh my god.
Yeah, sadly there was a failure in there, so it. Like I said, you rolled some advantage with that failure, so no, not like it doesn't like explode. But yeah, no, that's just with five black pips. That's just a complete dud.
You've actually made acid.
That's a respectable check.
If she made acid, it'd be a bad idea to have bootstring. It just goes right through him, literally.
I mean, like, because like it could have been like unexpected side effects. Somehow it's acid. Somehow.
Somehow it's something different. Yeah, acid is a draught you can do. Hey, remember that empowered by evil?
Yeah.
That's 3 dark side pips.
Suffer 2 conflict.
You're trying to make it a spectacular potion. It's like, this is just sugar water.
Oh,
it has a weird it tastes like evil. How would I know what evil tastes like? But I just feel like I do.
Evil mint.
So mint. No, I can't. I know people like mint. Never been a fan though.
It's good on
why
candy.
am I just imagining that somehow Aramaa like accidentally like cuts herself and gets her blood in it?
Oh god.
I got my blood in it. It'll be fine.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Oh, it smells terrible. It's not.
As someone who knows a bunch of chemistry
let's go with fortifying and reviving again, so it heals 1 wound and 2 strain. And for a twofer, what's like I could do long lasting
Oh yeah.
Well, technically
remember, long lasting would mean the narrative time goes up to 2 hours. But you could go for careful measuring.
Yeah, I'll go with careful measuring. I decided to try to make a smaller batch, and I'm like, clearly this is now tiny and evil.
Yes, because it is definitely got empowered by evil. So you should jot down what that one does.
Yes,
because that person will heal 1 wound and 2 strain, but they will also take 2 conflict. So you should give it to Boots. He doesn't care about conflict. He's fine.
Fine. Actually, I'm gonna write down
Water of Life.
Boots, you look more angsty.
Honestly, a lot of these are actually really fun. We just
I know that's what I said. But
Water of Life healing potions were doing.
Evil. I'm still laughing about evil mint.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Well, you could just make poison.
I could. But
yeah, you can make poisons, acids. Draught of Fire is hilarious, but also terrifying.
Is that just Star Wars version of Alchemist Fire, so it's way more terrifying?
No.
Oh,
you drink the Draught of Fire, you become fire.
Oh, you just become covered in fire.
Yes,
my god.
You become covered in fire. It gives you the burn quality on your unarmed
attacks, which is Aramaa, might actually be great for you.
I mean, it would be interesting for her, but also, wow.
Wait, no, that would probably be really bad because that'd be trauma for her. Wait,
I don't know. Can you conquer your fear to become fire? That'll be fun if we ever get the like unexpected side effects or something.
Yeah. That might be just like interesting. Is like
okay, so
you're having a panic attack.
Did give you your +5 strain threshold, but also you're now on fire. Whoops.
Maybe you're taking 10
has become flaming.
So that was your 3 attempts, I believe.
Yes.
And for that second one, you got enough to reduce it basically down to, I think, minimum of 1 hour.
Yes.
So you spend the rest of your evening doing that. Wevuguk's doing paperwork, filing reports, possibly handing the data to people to analyze overnight.
Yeah, that's what she's doing.
Actually, Boots, I think you said you were going to go do something?
No, all I did was just get the...
oh yeah, you just want to get your supply, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then I'm just going to relax because, fuck it.
I mean, you did just get shot in the chest. You took a couple of wounds from that. It's not life-threatening, but... All right, well,
look, I know we're going to go out to do the red stripe stuff, so I'm just resting while I can.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, well, speaking of resting, the night passes. Let's see, it was about mid-afternoon.
Actually, before the night passes, I'm going to stim myself.
That's fair. You did take like a few wounds.
Oh, you're just going to go ahead and stim pack all your wounds away? Okay.
Yeah,
fair enough.
It's 5.
Yeah, no, there you go, you're fine. You pop a stim pack. Okay. Alrighty. So, night passes, everybody heals all their strain.
Yay.
Everybody heals 1 wound, naturally.
Yay.
I was thinking about this. If we say it was like 3 or 4 in the afternoon, 10 hours would be like just about after midnight. So yeah, depending on when Revelry hits, Camo might be a little post sleep, but not enough for me to. He hasn't been staying up for several nights in a row for me to feel like the need to make him roll on anything. You're just a little sleepy.
I feel like Camo's probably been used to having like.
Yeah, you probably have kept weird sleep schedules, so you'll be all right. Like I said, you just need to not do this for like several days in a row. Then we start.
I'll worry about it. I'll probably just try this again in like a day or two, just not now.
Okay. All right. Your day has dawned. How do you want to go about your info? Because you've technically got a couple of different leads in the ledger.
Well, you got astrogation, right? Can you figure out where maybe some of these locations are?
Actually, no. Marth talked about that earlier.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he did say he doesn't actually have astro.
Oh, he doesn't?
Don't have ranks in it yet, but I do have the class. It is in class.
Oh, my bad.
Does anybody actually have ranks in astrogation?
Scared?
I do not, but I'm willing to roll.
I mean, you got a pretty big brain.
You could help.
Skirk and I can do it.
Combine Skirk and Boots.
Sure, alright. What's Skirk's astro rating?
We should call the combination skirts.
No.
No. Boop. Just
we don't
just
need
karate chop his head gently. No.
We don't need more tentacle breaks right
now. Oh, that's Skirk. She has one in astrogation.
Alright. Boots, roll as if you had one astrogation. You got the coordinates, we'll say it's average. It's a very normal.
Hey.
Okay.
Nice.
Woo.
Bio power combined.
We know where things are.
Alright, ooh, okay. Alright, so you actually do pretty good. Basically, Boots is a big brain, so he provides the like scribbling down the numbers, cross-referencing them, doing the research, and then all Skirk does is basically tell you how to translate those coordinates onto like a globe.
Yep.
So you rolled a triumph, so you're gonna get a lot of decent intel here. So you find out, three primary things. Numero uno. In addition to several geocached points, scattered around, Mort Iridu, you find, there is a spot which corresponds to a very small island, just out off the coast in the bay, where they appear to land and store goods. So it looks like there's a little bit of a Shadowport set up, just offshore.
Mm-hmm.
Secondly, you actually see some references to things being transferred to the Iron Cage. You find that those points are actually somewhere roughly in the center of Mort Iridu. There's no Z-axis, so you're not sure about that. It's just longitude and latitude, basically. But you do know that it's apparently their main operation is right in the city somewhere. Positioned. That's about that. We'll say it seems like it's maybe in the business district, as close to the grid points as you can get.
Yep.
And the second one, or the third point actually, is actually a little bit weird. Because you rolled a triumph. We'll give you this one. Skirk actually is like, and actually, this last coordinate that they're picking up things to smuggle off planet, this is actually orbital. This is in orbit.
Huh. Did not expect that.
So there's some kind of station or ship in orbit that they are taking deliveries from to smuggle off planet.
Okay.
That is of some concern.
Well, let's see here. The Shadow... Sorry, I heard... I have to say, I heard up to the Shadowport pit, but I had to turn off my mic here for a second to talk to someone. What was the other 2 points? Was it 2 points?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Iron Gate, and then
the Iron Cage, their base is actually located somewhere in Mort Iridu.
Oh, okay.
And the third point is in orbit.
Orbit. Okay.
Everything else seems to have a normal Z-axis, but this one is way off the charts.
Well, let's see here. The Iron Cage is based in here. I wonder. Like I said, we don't want to bother Veritas about it because, technically we're kind of putting the lean on her. It's not professional to give up, information that way.
Mm-hmm.
So...
Well, and you would also know, since she's the one coordinating the business, she's not going to find smugglers who want to work with her if she's, like, telling everybody where they go to smuggle things.
Yeah,
like, even if you guys don't object, it will still cause problems.
And that's why I said for, like, to tell her that we just stole the data.
Yeah.
Let's see here. The Shadowport could be interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if we go to the Shadowport, we can maybe get a better idea of...
Maybe it's the between point. Oh, sorry. Maybe it is the between point between
land and store goods.
Yeah. And then who knows, maybe there is something we missed along the coast that leads to, I don't know, a secret cave where they've got their base of operations underneath more Iridu. Like a sewer system.
I was kind of wondering if like the orbital point is maybe where like they make deals with separatists and they drop off materials there or shit. But not much evidence there.
We haven't seen any evidence of full-on separate connections. You gotta remember, smugglers are profiteers. They really don't care much for either side. They just want to make a quick buck and preferably not get shot.
Yes.
Yeah, they want to have money, but they want to live to be able to use that money.
Yeah, so they usually try not to usually piss people off that will...
Could you like ask any of the other ships we have in orbit to check out that coordinate location? Do you see anything?
I mean, you're at base. You're in a science station.
Yeah.
You could look with your sensors, your sensor eyes.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have sensors.
Camo, what does your sensor eye see?
Oh, Republic base of the lake, give me your wisdom.
Okay. Finish painting your models before you paint new ones.
How far the passive sensors through his base?
So I just looked in chat and just saw, how can you be so smart yet say the dumbest things? Intelligence and wisdom are two completely separate things.
Right.
Yeah, fair enough. I don't necessarily know how long range your sensors will be. But you have decent arrays of comms and like orbital telescopes and stuff. You can look around.
We should I guess we should look in that, see what it actually shows up.
Look around at least.
And then check out the Shadowport.
Roll me average perception or computers.
Okay. Perception, we go. Oh, we're both doing this? Okay.
I'm doing perception.
Yeah, sure. You can all look.
Yeah.
I'm kind of surprised more of you aren't rolling, but that's also okay.
Maybe you should roll computers, since you have that. Aramaa has neither, so she's not.
She just stands back with her arms folded.
Check, honestly.
You better at perception than computers?
No. But I thought that's what it was.
Nope, I said it was either or.
Okay, my bad. I'm a complete idiot.
And
Never
you
mind.
failed anyway.
That's just kind of remarkable.
Huh.
I'm sorry, I got distracted. Someone else over there is playing Gallagher.
It's Aramaa. How do you say it? It's telling me there's a fucking bug right here.
Alright, so those of you who look and see, actually get on your telescopes and do some readjusting, and you see a very, very big, steadily hooked up ship. Let me roll some advantage. Camo did, okay. Camo, you recognize this type of hull outline from your various tactical briefings as a DSRV L2.
That was it.
As a question, what are most deep space recovery units used for in most cases?
Deep space recovery.
Okay.
Omega beat me to what I was about to say.
Actually, hang on.
Yeah, you guys don't have a lot of extra specialization. There is actually a known schematic talent that I don't think any of you have access to.
Yeah.
In general, CEC it's made by CEC, Corellian Engineering Corporation. It's a pretty standard long running. They're basically used for, in this case, this is used for rescue, recovery, and scavenging. You can tell basically looking at it, it's got a very large hangar bay and cargo hold. It looks like it's got a lot of utility pods. Yeah, that thing. And so it's just kind of floating there in a steady orbit.
Oh, so it would just work as like a trade-off point in space, yeah?
And since you guys are scanifying it, basically, you're scoping it out. You have a double check. I feel like I may have slightly. Sorry, I've just realized in my notes I double down on all the details on stuff that you guys aren't looking at. And I'm just like, why though? Why did I do this? Usually I put more detail in. Clearly I was planning this to go by much faster than it is.
I'm sorry.
I don't know what to say.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's my fault. It's like, I'm like, wait, no, I wrote that you could poke this thing. If you poke it, you would get stuff. So I'm trying to come up with a name for the ship randomly, and one of the ones I got on the generator was The Content. It's not that, but I just wanted to share that with you guys.
Guys, we need to find
SS
the content now.
We need to find the content and we're going to run out of it.
I'm naming my next ship the Explicit Content.
Wow.
Sure, why not?
We'll just go with the registry has it as Young Bounty is the name. You check the registry because there's actually there's bureaucracy for this. You got a bureau and everything. This is registered to a local salvage business.
Of course, salvage business.
And in fact, that's probably like a clone or some other office tech just going like reading off the list. That's the as the screen like prints up stuff. That'll be the Young Bounty. It's registered to a local salvaging and scavenge operation.
No, what you said earlier works. It's combining both.
Yeah, but this guy's not Boots, so he talks like a professional.
Sorry. He actually talks like a normal human.
Huh.
Clearly, he is good at PT, so he hasn't been hit so much in the head by Aramaa that he can still speak basic.
You see, I have the hindrance of brain damage.
That's our new headcanon. The reason why Boots is such a goofus is because Aramaa keeps hitting him in the head.
It's like a Three Stooges situation right here.
Anyway, yeah. So there's a kind of big, it's still 5, so bulky, but not like giga huge.
Yeah. Alright, well, no, it probably won't take much for us to just grab something. Maybe grab a shuttle and be all like, hey, what you doing? But, so, we could check out the salvage company. Could be a shell, could be an actual thing. Who knows?
Yeah.
We could go... Actually, can we check for any,
Yeah, you can. I'm just thinking. Anybody got, education?
No.
I have a clone, I'm sorry.
Still roll it.
Okay, well, roll me an average knowledge education check, anybody who wants to, do some digging.
I got nothing.
Education is your basic skill of government, actual education, etc. Well, those guys both failed.
I will assist, I guess.
Sure, assist me.
I just can't.
Because I failed that roll.
Huzzah! I should maybe use a destiny point there.
You know what? I will use a destiny
a lot of points. And if you fail, you just get it back.
Yeah, I do.
Jedi Knights OP? No.
Whoa,
wait,
whoa.
That was roll destiny, L. But unfortunately, only half those symbols are dice. I'm sorry, you asked me to roll this.
It's okay, Dicebot. We're fine.
Like which of these letters that corresponds to
Come
stuff?
on.
Oh, okay.
One of these things is not like the other.
Threat.
We just don't know how to. Books don't like us, I guess.
Oh well, no. The thing is that as kind of expected, none of you guys are really experienced with the ins and outs of bureaucracy and regulation and whatnot. At least in the conventional government sense, the Jedi have their own stuff, and that would probably fall under lore as hey, what does our ancient and mystical order do about this?
Definitely.
So yeah, there it is.
Shadowport, I guess.
What I'm doing. Well, okay, so Boots fail with advantage. I will give you a slight hint. So you don't know how to run a fucking background check and check their licenses. As a person who's been doing this a while, it strikes you as kind of weird. There's this salvage company you've never heard of ever that has a giant fuck off space platform in your orbit that you've never heard of either. That seems weird. Conversely, Aramaa, however, seems legit. Because you only rolled 2 threat on the check. No, it seems perfectly fine.
Can't we just not?
Doesn't everybody? I have a giant mobile base. Why doesn't everybody have a giant mobile base? Perfectly normal.
But boss, didn't we spend so much money to get the base?
Whoa. Yeah, but that's because we usually found stuff and stole it. I mean, and sold it.
Both are true, yes.
Sorry,
and if they're
yeah, I don't know. Again, you guys don't have known schematic. Maybe not to influence this in character, but out of character. That's how much the cost is listed for that thing.
Damn, that's expensive. That's like
maybe they can got a big
6.5 mil, I believe.
Like, damn.
Printed on the wiki with no apostrophes. So
should have more credits we've ever had in our possession.
Give me some time. I'll probably work my way up there.
Anyway, let's go check out that. So, guys, Shadowport. Should we check out the company? Check out the Shadowport. Check out the orbit.
I think we should at least look at what the company location is, and then go check out the port, which is at least.
Okay, wait, hold on. You're confusing me. What is company and what's company location? What do you mean by that?
You mean the bit in the middle of the city? The business
That's
district?
the Iron Cage, which is more
the Iron Cage.
Playing center. We don't know.
I presume that's not which company will have the name of it, or
yeah.
Or if we do, we at least have there's a location to the office, or according to it. If there's not,
all right, that's a lot of implying and added stuff you added there.
Okay.
All right, so
that's not what Aramaa asked you.
Shadowport,
orbit, or go check out this not shell company.
Yeah.
I'd say
Is
orbit. Go directly to the source, really.
Off planet, so
I think
maybe
we
should save that.
Wait. Okay, so Boots, you said you want to go check out the ship in orbit, right?
Yeah.
Axe, you said you wanted to go check out the Shadowport on the island, right?
Yes.
All right. Webu?
I'm saying Shadowport, the thing in orbit is just for smuggling things off the planet.
What you think?
Okay.
So Shadowport.
Yeah, if they have a storeroom, who knows? Maybe they'll probably have guards and whatnot, and maybe some information. There has to be someone there to keep an eye on it.
Yes.
So yeah.
They gotta log in what goes in and out.
Yeah, so we got coordinates. Let's grab a transport. Let's grab the boys.
Let's find different clothes to put on.
Yeah, well, no, we're gonna go in an official capacity.
Oh, okay.
Yes, put on your real stuff.
Okay.
What transport are you grabbing? This is actually important.
Well, we can't take Sierra Mobile. We cannot drive over water yet or underwater.
No, it is not amphibious.
Let's see here. Let's see. That probably means we can probably grab a Lambda or a LAAT. LAAT is my preferred, but yeah, let's just grab a LAATI.
Alright, okay, grab a gunship. Okay.
Yeah. Keep my rifle on.
Alright, you guys tool up accordingly.
Yes, I will I will Jedi up.
I will I will leave wife number 8 behind and take my upgraded DC-15A carbine.
Okay.
Bang bang.
Alright, I'm going to pause for a second here and step away. You guys do any inventory adjusting or tracking you need to do, and I'll be right back.
Alright.
You got the normal one. Fine.
Oh, I did?
Yeah, obviously 3 would be the evil one.
Yeah.
Alright, we're back. We're recording.
Yeah, so...
Okay.
I thought you just mixed them up. It's like, here you go.
Oh, way too much effort.
Yeah.
If I took the evil one, would it not bother because I don't have conflict to the thing?
Not really, no.
Not really, you just be drinking something evil. It's mostly a narrative thing at that point, because you guys don't have traditional the morality score. Anyway.
I'm sorry, just the idea of I drink pure evil.
It tasted minty and kind of
Alright, so by the way, Boots, write this down. For basically 1 encounter or 1 hour narrative time, you will gain +5 strain threshold and heal 1 movement.
And technically you also heal 2 strain, but you also take 2 strain because it tastes bad.
Yes.
Okay, hold on. For 1 encounter, +5 strain?
Yeah,
Threshold?
increase your strain threshold by 5.
Threshold. Yes.
5 strain threshold, and that's it?
and heal 1 wound.
Okay.
Yeah,
Camo, you want to drink some pure concentrated evil?
I don't... Player-wise, yes. I think narratively, I don't know what's going to happen to me there.
You think Aramaa will give you something that would actually harm you?
No, but I think Omega would have fun with it.
I mean, you know the effect, it's just evil.
It's just evil.
Evil. Evil
Fine.
is his one and only taste.
Alright, cool. So yours has the same effect, except that in addition to what Boost's does, you heal 2 strain and gain 2 conflict.
Yeah.
Cool. And I'll keep the last regular one for myself.
All right, fair enough. Okay, all right, so everybody geared up.
That's what I marked it down in
my
my
LAT. That's... yeah.
Did I named it my...
Fair enough.
I can't fault you.
Okay, so you head out. You're cruising on a gunship. So you go out there. You're leading from the base, so it takes you a little bit longer, but you cruise out, and you know, the clone in the front, kind of, radios back like, I see the island. We're coming up on it. Probably something like, what kind of landing do you want?
Let's give it a quick flyby and see what we have to work with.
All right. Okay.
Suddenly the gift goes by too fast.
So you say get a look at. Are you gonna like open the door and look out like a cool guy, or you just gonna let the pilot do a pass with the scanners and like let you know?
I do like being a cool guy.
Yeah.
Well, once again, this is more of that question of like, do you want to gain information, or is somebody going to tell you the information? Basically,
no, I want to gain information.
Yeah, because you guys can't really see out the cockpit.
Yeah, I will. Open it up. Grab onto the roof.
Grab onto the bar.
My Jedi robes
are fluttering
in the wind.
Slides back. There's some howling wind. You hear the surf below you. You hear the raucous cries of the toad gulls. And you see there's a little, a couple of spits of a volcanic rock kind of jutting out of the ground, as there's kind of a natural dip or channel in the floor. You got a door open, so it's not a high speed pass. So you just kind of do a lazy circle. Mm-hmm. You're looking at it with your Jedi eyes, which is probably good because there's probably a decent amount of fog or mist shrouding it, which you don't have to deal with because special eyes. Special eyes, seeing you. Anyway, basically you see a blob of rock. Let's use my evil randomizer. Okay, all right. You see this blob of rock, and actually, as the mist kind of parts, and you guys kind of look out. Actually, does anybody else have like electrobinos?
I do.
Okay, so you can get some more detailed information, and get some other like details if anybody cares. I'm assuming no. The clones are clearly too busy trying to figure out what their drugs do. They're sitting in the corner comparing their bottles. So as you guys look out, the actual island appears bare, basically, for now. It's clear, right? But you do notice, actually, since you're looking, that there's actually quite a large area of this island seems to have been flattened out in like a large square area. You can't quite tell from here, but you look like maybe it might have been machine tooled into a large landing pad area. And kind of, over comms, as they're doing a pass, the pilot kind of says, or the co-pilot, one of them, just kind of observes, like, yeah, it looks like there's a lot of, there's some mass under the surface there. There might be some cavern entrances to secure storage in the body of the island.
Huh.
Any signs of defenses, scanners, anything like that?
I'm not getting anything on census. Maybe secrecy is their defense. Nobody comes out here on the ocean.
Copy that. Put us down on that landing pad then.
All right, hold on. Just kind of dives over and just kind of gentle, slow comes to a park.
Marth explode.
Your door's already popped open, so
Yeah.
Well.
Yes, with Sohaliv, you want bedrock.
Yeah. I guess we'll start checking the perimeter of the area. Just like see the entry point.
Okay, so you leave the ship. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, you step off. Great. Cool.
Sorry,
I'm just like, we're just all standing here muttering. Oh, Marth's not even here.
Yeah, it's like, so we're waiting.
Yeah.
Oh, well, then why did we resume?
I resumed because I assumed you didn't see that he disappeared, but what happened was, because I remember before we started, he did say he's having internet problems.
Yeah, well, nobody called it out to me.
Sorry.
Oh, my bad.
I thought I said Marth exploded. Sorry.
Well,
I probably did talk over Axe, to be fair.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, we can probably. Well, I said, Marth, we can disembark.
Okay,
Let's disembark.
Okay, yeah. We're just kind of standing around doing nothing. I feel like we were doing stuff. But no, I didn't catch anything had happened.
Boots will at least be combat ready because
sure.
If we're just landing here, they're probably not going to take too kindly to that.
Mm-hmm.
Can I make a perception check to see if there's like any towers or something nearby on this place that they can just look at us from?
Well, I mean, you don't need to. We already covered that. There's
like nothing.
Oh, sorry, my bad. I keep getting distracted.
I mean, we don't have to keep playing, guys. We can stop.
Hey, no. I mean, sorry, no.
You've only been awake for like how long again?
Well, I mean, my joke about you guys standing back and comparing your potions is also not a joke. Like, I feel like there's a slight lack of focus.
I was waiting for more descriptor, but I apologize.
Okay.
Well, I was talking about how people are looking. All right, Marth's typing. He might be coming back. But I was talking about how the two Jedi are like looking out with their eyes and like asking if people have eye viewing gear, and you guys are just chatting in the chat and like,
yeah,
okay,
no.
all right.
Again,
well, they're busy.
Yeah, that's fair. I'll take that. As in, like, yeah, I didn't speak up or do anything, but
I didn't have binoculars.
Okay, so fuck.
All right,
okay, so Aramaa, what's the plan with this? We going in guns blazing, or we're gonna try for the diplomatic approach?
Well, we don't even know if anyone's here, so we're just gonna take it nice and easy. I mean, flying a ship over here. Well, who knows? Maybe they don't even know we're here yet. One thing at a time.
I'm just gonna go ahead and set my rifle to stun.
Fair enough.
I will set my fist to stun as well.
Camo's going to try to go around, like, do survival check and like track around if there's any like trails or like any markings of like people like going from like.
All right. Well, you don't have to try that hard, but yeah, you're gonna look around. Yeah. Okay. In case this wasn't clear, this island exists purely to be large enough to set a ship on. It's not like a vast, huge, hidden continent or anything.
I will look if there's like a secret hatch.
It's like 3 rocks in a flat pad.
I'm just looking if there's a hatch. I'm sorry.
There's not a hatch.
Okay.
There is a rock that has a metal door in it. All right.
Okay.
So, I missed a lot there.
You really didn't. You really did not.
You missed nothing.
We kind of lost.
There was
last week.
Some of that was because I didn't realize that you'd gone, and there was a little bit of confusion about actually going forward. But then there was still a decent amount of not doing anything.
I'm sorry.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Anyway, we're looking for the entrance.
Yes. To recap, you're setting down. I did want to ask Aramaa, since she's kind of in charge. Are you telling the LAT to park, or do you want it to take off again?
Nah, park.
All right. So they full-blown park. Your guys pile out, because you brought a squad with you. You mentioned that.
Yes.
In case the others forgot. So you guys all pile out. Boots and the other clones kind of seem to be taking kind of a defensive perimeter, while Camo starts wandering around and searching for stuff. He doesn't have to search far. Like, maybe a little bit bigger than like 3 rocks and a landing pad, but yeah, it's mostly just a big enough, flat enough area you can land something probably decently sized, like probably, maybe like at most like 100 or more, or a little more meters square, but not super huge. But since Camo, you are looking around, and are you wearing armor that has your sensor gear in it?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so you're able to kind of, as you're looking around, like see through some of the mist and stuff that's going, because yeah, it's fairly misty. Waves are kind of crashing against the rocky shore, and actually like this thing is literally just kind of like almost like a mound of rock that just shoots up out of the seafloor. So it's got a decent amount of depth, it looks like, but there's a lot of like tidal crashing against it. Very very kind of salty air. But you're able to see through the fog, is what I was getting at, and actually, like I said, see that there's like one particular section of rock that's actually kind of raised up a little, and it has a decently sized loading dock type door, like enough that you could probably fit something like Sill 2 in, maybe Sill 3, like end to end. Not enough to like park a whole ship inside, but enough that they could move a decent amount of cargo in it.
Gotcha.
And it's just kind of metal down.
Wait for the others to come over to check the area.
Camo stands by the door, waiting.
Mm-hmm. Oh, let's see here. Well, there's really nothing else to do on here. I'll just leave a few of the boys to stay with the ship, with the pilots, and the rest of us will just move on to the door. Yeah.
All right. As you guys, kind of all pile up and look at the door, you notice that there does appear to be, a pretty standard issue security pad.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got one of those little ball things that sticks out. That it's not popped out right now, but it's got the little ball thing.
Ah, yes, that thing.
Sentry droid.
Nope.
Oh.
It's just a ball thing.
Oh, okay.
When was the last time you watched Return of the Jedi, X?
Just one of those eye things that just
almost a decade ago.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Well, for those of you who don't remember, in Return of the Jedi, at Jabba's palace, there was a cool little ball camera thing that popped out of the door and yelled at you in Huttese. And this was referenced later in The Mandalorian, available
I was
on
thinking
Disney
of the one,
Plus
The
now.
Mandalorian.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Yeah, no, I remember seeing one of those in Clone Wars. So,
clearly, we like that joke because we keep reusing it. Anyway, yeah. So it's got the little camera slot in it basically, and it's got a keypad. So
I kind of just want to hotwire it.
well, I mean, we could just knock on the door.
yeah, that's kind of what I was about to say. Was so you can push button for intercom, or you can basically knock, or you could try and hack the panel.
Yeah, let's try and be nice.
Yeah, let's
Oh, yeah, sure.
Knock, knock.
push
Housekeeping.
Well, I said there's a lot of noise out here, so Aramaa will knock very hard.
Clang, clang, clang.
Almost denting the door.
Actually, that's a good point. It is a little noisy. Ooh, not here.
Knock,
Knocking's
knock,
a little
knock, knock.
unorthodox.
Banana phone.
Clang, clang, banana phone?
Clang clang Jedi phone.
Knock, knock. Landshark. Candygram. There is, I believe, a generic-ass smuggler. Right? Yeah.
In fact, you have to push the intercom button. It's going to be no fun.
Just punch it.
I mean, you can hit it, but yeah, I think knocking is funnier.
It is.
Arma just grabs the ball thing, pulls it, that's like, I'm here, bitches.
But, wow. They roll like shit, though. 3 advantages. It becomes 2 advantages. So, you wait a good solid 5 minutes, and it seems like nobody heard your knock, which is weird, because it was loud.
Well, alright.
Do we have patience past 2 minutes?
Yeah, no.
Right.
That's loud. Now I will push the intercom button.
A little red light lights up.
Push intercom.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. There's
They roll despair.
there's a probably I would say probably 5 or 10 second pause, and then the thing pops out. Looks at you. We can kind of hear you. You're breaking up a little, I think.
Yeah, you broke up near the end there.
Now if he's speaking, we don't hear him.
Yeah, Marth.
Yeah.
Marth, my dude. Marth!
Do 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 do.
Curse you, internet!
Okay, sounds like we're having some technical problems.
Cool. Well, okay, now I guess since we actually do have someone here, though.
Oh, it's nicknamed the Tattletale Droid.
Is it?
Yes. Cool, because it's got TT in its name.
Oh.
It's pretty funny.
Funny joke.
Well, okay, well, since it's a droid, just... Wait, I don't speak binary.
Okay,
Or do I speak binary? I forgot.
I heard you there.
He was
Is
back
there-
for a bit.
Well, he's talking about it. He's got trouble with his connection. I heard you a little bit, Marth. I think he's going to type the rest. I think we asked if you spoke binary, but I don't remember if you actually said yes. I feel like that was a no, maybe. But yeah, no, I think it makes sense that this would babble at you in binary, basically. These model of droids are probably programmed for can be programmed for a couple different languages, but binary or Huttese would probably be a pretty good trade one besides basic. It just kind of... I believe the clones have been established as speaking binary. It basically babbles, the space ring. Actually, I don't know if you guys would get that joke about Ring, the service that answers your door with your phone.
We have that.
Space Google Home. Basically babbles you the equivalent of "Who is your daddy and what does he do?" And kind of pauses and looks over all of you. But Aramaa and Wevuguk... Well, actually, Wevu's probably in her armored flight suit.
Mm-hmm.
If Marth is able to hear me, I would ask if he took the space tape off, because you covered up your logos last time. But I think you're gonna have to like reboot Discord or something. But as it kind of pans over your Jedi, it makes kind of a what? Pops back in, just whoop, clang. So once it procs that some of you are Jedi. Sorry, I saw Marth's thing light up.
I'll try the intercom button one more time.
Okay, hold on. I think I heard you, Marth, for a second there.
Oh,
I hear you there.
I hear on.
Still a little breaky up.
Can you hear us, Marth, at least?
God damn it, Loth.
Oh, thank you, Loth.
We're trying here, Loth.
Okay.
I mean, if we're having a technical problem, it is about 9. We have been going for almost 2 hours. I would not want to make this 4, but if we're having a tech breakdown, I think we might need to at least take a 5er.
I would love to actually have Marth here with us when we.
Yes, I mean, and I'd love to finish this up because this really shouldn't take 4 sessions, but they have been kind of short.
I would like to wrap it up here.
The technical stuff is kind of being annoying, so
yeah, let's take a break.
You want
we can basically I can pause it and basically come back to it if he gets his internet fixed in a little bit and go get some food and stuff. You guys are okay with
I'm up for a 10. Yeah.
All right.
Okay, I just want to say, since you said you would hit the intercom again, basically, I think what happens, and whether this is the end of the session or just a break in the session, is the knob pops out and just looks you in the face, Aramaa, and says the equivalent in binary of no solicitors, and then just pops back in, and that's where we'll take a pause there.
If I cut out, I'm probably going to mostly do text.
Okay. All right. Well,
in which case
you
we'll
can
just
hear
leave
us,
Apple.
and we can hear you some of the time, so we're gonna bring it back. All right.
Yeah.
Did you guys already talk about what was happening where we last left off?
No. Shit.
Lucky just got here like a minute ago.
Yeah, no, Lucky went to go do domestic housewife things.
Okay. Well, I mean, Lucky was there for that, but let's see for Marth, where
Right.
he knocked the second time. We knocked the second time, and then the thing came out and said, no solicitors.
Okay. I think I heard something, at least towards the back where it was doing blue, right around that point where it cut out. So it's just no solicitors? Okay.
Well, yeah, so first Aramaa buzzed the intercom, and the little thing popped out and kind of was just like, who are you guys? And then it realized some of you guys were Jedi, and then it went, wow! And hid. And then Aramaa hit the doorbell again, and then it popped out and basically yelled no solicitors and went back in.
Okay,
Yeah,
do you just want to cut open the door, or just go?
No, let's...
Or be the gentleman and be like...
No, Liz, can you see if you can get a bypass on this door? I don't want to wreck it. I don't want to wreck it necessarily.
Alrighty then, let's get into this thing.
Or make me hard computers.
You should have the data tools, right?
Yeah, I believe he has all the tools he needs to do it.
Yeah, I have the tools I need to do it. Can't remember if I've got the one that gives me a boost. I don't think I do.
I don't know.
Oh, well, I'm trying.
Okay, so you cannot bypass the door, as it were. So you spend a couple minutes fiddling with it. So you cannot per se unlock the door. However, you do realize that you are, because there's that droid thing, you are kind of now in their computer network. So, you've bypassed to the wrong area.
Okay.
I've stumbled my way to success.
Yeah, so you cannot strictly unlock the door right away, but you're now in some kind of internal computer network.
There's no way that this would have some kind of fucking, movie villain way of just, there's a self-destruct sequence in here somewhere.
No, there's no self-destruct.
It's probably their directories, though.
I'm just wondering if there's an alarm I can trigger that will just cause everyone to run outside to where we are, make them come to us.
Alarm? Is there a danger alarm?
There does appear to be an alarm system for intruders. You have no idea what the response is supposed to be to that.
Is there
are you talking to us about these things as they're going on?
Yeah.
It's instead of that, can you just disable the intruder alarm?
Oh yeah, sure. I could probably do that instead of trying to find some fun thing to do with it.
Yeah, you can just tab it off.
Yeah.
Okay, turn that off, and then what are we going to do now? find a way in.
Yes.
Well, I don't have access to the doors anymore.
Other than
Oh, well then.
Yeah. I accidentally crossed a few different wires and I can't seem to go back.
Well, it is what it is. It is what it is.
I mean, you guys do have your electronic keyblades.
Snap hiss.
Snap hiss.
Is there anything else you want to do while you're plugged in?
Yeah, it's like, is there logs or anything there?
Yeah, is there logs that I can get into?
Can check logs or
I'm gonna say no.
camera.
There's no
Security
logs.
feeds?
Yes, there do appear to be some security feeds.
Any camera?
There's a feed for the door, which is
Let's
currently
check
blocked because it's hiding in its hole. And between cameras and some rough schematics, you find out basically that there appears to be kind of a like double or triple layered part cavern, part bunker. It looks like some of this was like natural cave erosion, and others of this they just carved out because, again, this has been in the background forever. The coastlines and oceans of Soholiv aren't really investigated too much because they're very rough.
Yeah.
It looks like basically you're looking at basically like 3 tiers of camera. So, besides obviously the front door, that's hooked up to a droid, which is currently not looking at you. He's trying very hard to ignore you. But there's, floor 1. Drop something. Yeah, I don't see it. Okay, I'll get it later. It's under the desk. So floor 1 is, what would we say? I guess it would be like unloading. It looks like they have some repulsor sleds, carts, basically. Various other, like, loading and unloading. You actually see, like, these are probably pretty crappy holocams, black and white, one angle, like no motion or anything. So you're basically, like, looking at an overarching area. I'm trying to think. How many people... A few of us haven't played Fallen Order, right?
I mean, I haven't played it, but I watched someone complete it.
I've seen most of the game, yeah.
Well, there's, just in my seat. There were some areas on the Zepho world that were like, the like kind of abandoned docking areas, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like this kind of looks. This top floor kind of looks like that, right? So it's a little dim, like they glued some lights to the ceiling, kind of stuff. You see actually what look like some fuel tanks, kind of like hidden inside, so they can pipe out fuel if the ships need fueling up. Got some basic tool benches and things ready to roll out if they need them, but mostly it looks like it's just there. And you do see some cargo crates which are kind of ready to be taken down. It looks like there's a kind of primitive lift and kind of skeletal staircase system down. Second layer on the camera, you see this is basically split between what you'd call probably more of a warehouse type area where there's just shelves or just piles of crates kind of stacked up haphazardly. Looks maybe about 50% storage capacity. And it's got a decent amount of storage volume, And then there's a couple of rooms, actually. You think you see, kind of at one angle, you see like some kind of control area, which based on kind of maybe some of the schematics or the network mapping you're looking at, it makes sense that there's like a security room and whatever. And connected to it, there's also like a little, I guess, engineering nook where there's a power generator and some spare components and stuff that actually like keep lights on and heating and stuff. Because Soholiv is warm, but being inside a cave formation in a constantly wet rock would be a little chilly.
Cold.
Because you're constantly evaporating. So it looks like if you like check out, you like look at the door and look at some of the maintenance equipment they've got, you kind of realize that maybe some of this area is like not pressurized but like air conditioned, basically. Prevent some damage to the goods, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Gotcha.
And then the bottom layer is actually a straight up dock. Like it's cut in. Currently, you see the water level is at its peak. You guys must be at high tide. But it looks like when the tide goes out, there's a natural cave, which just runs out to the ocean at low tide, and you can just boat or speed on out of here. And it looks like maybe they've got some small wave speeders or skiffs kind of tied up. So that appears to be how the cargo goes to the shore, is they just wait for low tide and cruise on out of here when the seas are gentle, if they can.
If they can.
Yeah, if they can. I had a feeling it was a system like that.
All right, so that's Boots flicks through the cameras, and now I presume can opener. You don't see any people moving around, no.
Okay. Maybe this is just all droid staff.
Worth looking into.
Yeah.
Anyway, can opener?
Snap this.
Can opener.
Cut open.
All right, there's two of you. You just cut a large, probably...
Circle?
Yeah, probably like two-ish meter, circle radius. Because between the two of you, because you can reach and just...
The droid panicking.
Clunks in.
Alright.
As you step through the hole, kind of, the automatic lights flick on. You're in the dimly lit loading area that Boots saw.
Okay.
Alright.
Yep.
Well,
By the way, Boots knows exactly where the camera is because it's mono angle. It's right there. It's right over there. It's got a big red. It's got a blinking red light on it.
Someone's a camera.
yeah, well, let's start making our way through the place. Let's see if there's anyone or anything in here.
Okay.
Oh.
Stairs or elevator?
Stairs.
All right. Clunk, 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 clunk.
We've had a weird history of elevators.
It's true. You have. They're very skeleton-y, scaffoldy type stairs. So clang, 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 clang. You guys all clang down. Do you guys have a particular marching order, or just kind of generally clanging around?
I'm probably like a little behind.
I'll say Wevu goes first.
Okay.
Wevu wants to go first.
That seems fair. Wevu is a large otter lady.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So clang, clang, clang. You clang down. You're in the storage area. In here, lights are already on. You can kind of see some of the thing. You can hear the of a generator going and air handlers pushing. Everybody go ahead and make me let's go with an average perception check, but add a black die for the background noise.
Alright.
Which some of you will probably remove. Because you're cool guys.
No, I do not have anything.
High tech here is high tech.
For
Did you say hard?
No, average.
Average. With the one block.
Average,
Okay.
average with one setback.
2 success.
Hey.
Yeah,
I'm just looking. That's like 3 dice are blank.
Camo does what he does. Camo does what he does best.
Okay, alright. So, Boots hears nothing. Except nothing. And in fact, it probably seems very loud to you as you kind of stand next to maybe one of the air handling units as it kicks on. It just goes... Whirr. So you don't know nothing from nobody.
Yep.
But all three of you hear, it sounds like kind of hushed voices over in that control room area I mentioned that Boots kind of saw out of the corner of the camera. Kind of noises. Aramaa, you can't really make out detail, you just hear that they're speaking. Because you got a couple thread on there. For Camo and Wevu, you kind of hear this kind of hushed thing like, but there's a Jedi, what do? We can't, but it's still high tide, we can't go out the back. We could swim. I'm not gonna swim. You crazy? Do you know what's in the water around here? Wait,
Billy the
shut up.
Snake.
Shush, they're on this floor. Shush, everybody shush. Somebody kill the lights. And assuming you guys don't do anything immediately, there is actually going to be kind of a click. It goes to low lights. It's a little dark in here.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't hear them say anything, but seeing the lights go off, I'm tempted to say a thing.
I mean, you could say something.
Just shout out, "Hello, solicitors here."
What did he say? Shut up, we're not here. Shut up.
And I'm just gonna also say that
I can't understand, but I do know where the voices are coming from, right?
Yes, you hear that there are voices in the control room. Just to you, like I said, it kind of sounds like a
Let's go to the control room, but quietly.
It's like I'll gently touch Wevu's like, mind if I go first?
Sure.
Thank you.
Okay.
But yeah, let us go. Being silent isn't gonna do us any good. If anything, it'll probably freak them out more. So I will go and deliberately make loud footsteps up to the control room.
Yeah, I mean it kind of makes sense that you're walking deliberately, so you don't smash into anything.
Definitely walk deliberately.
Walk deliberately. Go into the control room.
All right, it's got kind of a like a sliding, not glass, but like transparent plastic panel. Makes a sliding glass door noise. Actually, no, you can see in the dark anyway.
Yeah.
You see, looks like 3 guys. The usual, as we've discussed, kind of spacer dress, right? You know. Oh, jeez. Careful.
My chair is being a little wonky.
That happens sometimes. I've had that problem with my chair because it's very light. Rolls away from me. Anyway, you see 3 kind of spacery looking guys, you know, coveralls, jackets, whatevers. They do have pistols, which are holstered. Because they're, you know, trying to be low profile. They're kind of crouched under some chairs and desks. You're kind of skimming the area with your special eyes.
Shoot the feds.
And you can it's it almost looks more like a break room than a control room at this point. But there are some there's a big table in the center and some chairs. There are actually some consoles. There are some displays which are kind of, you know, dimly showing the black and white holocam footage. You can probably see the vague outlines maybe of some of your clones, depending on if you like had them turn on their flashlights or whatever. You know, kind of like looking around in the top level, etc. You do actually kind of see that there's some, you know, buttons and switches to like turn on various things. You know, basically like circuit breakers almost, right? Like turn power onto certain areas, activate certain things. But it's a little low tech, very simplified. But there's like 3 guys in here kind of like crouching under the table, peeking out, trying to breathe very quietly.
Guys, it'll be very hard to hold a conversation like this, so Aramaa will walk over to a panel and flip on the lights.
Yeah. Okay. You just kind of...
You know, the lights. Like, no one's home.
And it's like...
Actually, yeah, no, one of them will probably in a hush whisper say, shit, we're not here. The other one just kind of grabs him by the ear and kind of tugs him. No, we're here.
No, you're here. Come out so we can talk.
They all kind of like come gently, you know, crawl from under the desk and stand, hands up. You know, one of them probably might be like, God, this is my worst job security ever. Shut up. You wanted to swim out the back. How's that for job security? Yes, hello, Jedi. We are humble business people. This is our humble warehouse. What can we do for you? You don't need to roll any, what is it, vigilance versus deception now? Yeah,
Tech sarcasm.
Big lie mood.
Yeah, just like, we know you store stuff here.
Yeah, yes. The jig is already up, as usually say. And if you want things to go swimmingly and without risk to your jobs, maybe, depends on what your higher-ups say, just tell us what we want to know, and we will be on our way.
There's probably some muttering like, what's our policy on flipping? It's like, okay, all right. You know, if you wish to inspect or confiscate any goods, feel free. There's 6 of you. Okay, yeah, it'll take you a while. But you know, we're available for questions, I guess.
All right. Well, let's start simple. Is this place affiliated with the Red Stripe or Red Stripe?
Kind of muttering among themselves. Are we Red Stripe? Is that what we call it? Are we Red Stripe?
3 guys, 1 brain.
Yeah, basically, they kind of mutter.
Oh no,
like
it's just 3 guys. It's the same collective brain power as Boots.
They have 1 brain cell.
Yeah.
They kind of mutter and are like, we are affiliates. Sure, we're affiliates.
Affiliates.
They pay us to do things.
Okay. Well, second question.
Listen, we're what the kids call friends of Red.
I see.
One of them probably mutters, "Did the boss call us yesterday? Tell us to be on the lookout for a crazy Jedi lady?" And the one kind of talking will say it's this one's actually a woman, got kind of like a decent like braid down her back, you know, kind of professional stuff. Mm-hmm. She says, "Yeah, but we haven't gotten punched yet, so I don't know if it's the same." Please do not punch me. We don't get dental. I like my teeth where they are, thanks.
I was thinking of that joke earlier. Like, oh, these guys don't even get dental.
It's a pretty common joke.
Yep.
All right. Yes,
guys.
Yes, Veritas. Very professional. I like her. Hopefully she doesn't have a headache anymore.
I can neither confirm nor deny. Shut up, you. They kind of
anyway,
go to gently like lower their hands, but and just be like, all right, okay. So you know our. Well, okay, I don't know if I'd call her our boss. Like, no, one of the a third one who's kind of quiet is like, no, she's our boss. She pays us. Okay, she's the boss. All right, but she doesn't own this place. That's because nobody owns this place. Shh, not in front of the Jedi. They continue to kind of quietly and sassily talk.
Okay, so I'll just be like, children. It's like, just come here. So, if it's known by nobody, so I understand. We're going to do a quick inspection of the place. We have an agreement with Red, as it were. Do you have any information that will lead to the location of the Iron Cage?
They kind of look back and forth. They kind of hem and haw. Why don't you go ahead and make me a charm check?
I'll make a charm check.
Would that be opposed by cool? There's a
I
chart.
assume so, yeah.
I should check.
Yeah.
I can check.
I think it's cool.
Social skills.
Real talking, I guess.
Yeah, charm is cool. Okay.
All right, well, what am I rolling against?
So, these guys have 3 presents, 1 cool.
Nice.
This would be red, purple, purple. Shocker, I know. Smugglers are actually good at the talky stuff.
Oh, you know what?
I think you got 4 or 5 light points left.
Damn it! I did it again!
You've rolled it again! You've done it!
Marth exploded, what? Aw.
Oh, did Marth explode again? He might have also just stepped away for a second to get pizza.
Oh, you said he got homemade pizza. Yeah, he might be eating.
Yeah, he might have stepped away to get food.
Okay.
Food is important. More important than us.
Alright, so yeah.
Alternatively, while he stepped away to get food, his computer may have gotten weird. They do that sometimes,
Maybe, yeah.
It is storming for him currently.
That's probably a reason.
Oh, wait. No. It's just... Yeah, cool, here we go.
And I think technically even there's 3 of them. That's not really that big of a modifier.
Oh yeah, for being out for I'm not moving. Anyway, I'll spend my 3 light points for advantage, so I'll make a 4 success for advantage.
Alright, that's pretty good. Pretty alright.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, okay. I just double checked the group size stuff. No. Bonuses is for large crowds. So we'll just say with your 4 total advantage, you can actually hit up all of them and basically pretty evenly spread out your persuasion. Hey, listen, we know your boss. It's fine. We're not gonna hurt you or anything. We're just here to double check. And hey, if you know anything about the Iron Cage. So the sensible kind of take charge one kind of takes a half step forward and is like, we don't know the deets because we've never been. But kind of gestures out at the warehouse you see outside, right? Mm-hmm. And it's like, so technically, we hold stuff for the Red Stripe and their affiliates.
Mm-hmm.
You already know Red. She arranges the pickup and the stuff down here, pays the smugglers, or sometimes we pay the smugglers. They drop off the goods, and either we get paid wholesale by the Red Stripe to offload it to them, or are paid a cut of the profits when they sell it if they've got a buyer.
Okay.
And sometimes Red has some local contacts who take some of the merchandise if the gang doesn't want it. We know the Iron Cage exists. It's their hideout, I guess you'd call it.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of looks you guys up and down. How much do you know? Marth's back. How much do you guys know about the Red Stripe?
Well, I'll confess. We don't know much. That's why we're knocking on doors, as one would say.
That door was very expensive. Shut up. Shutting up. Okay, so, well, I suppose I'll give you a primer. They got a few arms. They're trying to grow, but the primarily what the Red Stripe deals in is, other than selling the merch, they get delivered through our contacts and are stored here in the port. Well, I think they have some other arms. But themselves, they're mostly known for running the Iron Cage, which is an underground kind of blood sports thing. Never seen a match myself, but I understand that it's kind of hidden under some of their cover businesses in the city, and they host matches there. You know, they'll let you pay to fight, they'll let you pay to watch. People can join in, droids, animals, whatever, all that kind of blood sportsy stuff. Kind of gestures out in the thing. We've even held a couple of live hauls here, though they usually come and pick those up pretty fast. You know.
Okay, I see.
So their guys bring their own boats up at low tide. We have an actual like moon pool down below. There's a cave. When the tide level drops, it's low enough you can sail right in, and they take the boats into shore, and I guess they just sail right up the harbor and into the Undercity.
Okay, I see. Thank you very much for the information.
No problem.
All right.
Their tone of voice indicates there is a slight problem.
I'm assuming that the slight problem is there's a Jedi in their fucking base.
Yeah, no, the problem is that you're here asking questions at all, but and you broke their door, but they'll have to get over it.
They could have just opened it for them.
But then they'd lose all their credit. You're not supposed to open the door.
Yeah, no.
Come on, man. Street cred's important.
Well, I don't want to necessarily piss off everybody here. Contact Red later and tell her to send the bill to the base.
Aramaa kicks down your door, says, "Bill me."
and tell her as an afterthought she can bill me the damages to the bar in her office. But guess what? It's inspection time, boys. And yeah, we're gonna go through and see what they have.
Okay. I was gonna say, because I thought there might be some more to boys, but yeah, just boys.
Yeah.
So is this like a search or a rummage or a ransack? Like, what's our hooligan tier here?
Let's go thorough but professional.
Okay. So no like tossing crates, smashing them with rifle butts kind of thing, but like crate, open crate. There's some guns in here. Let me look under here. There's some more guns. Put that away.
Are they highly illegal guns? No.
I mean, there's probably a couple of things. Nothing super serial. Mostly what you see here is this is basically like a macro scale of that guy you bowled over last time.
Yeah.
And basically it's like, so most of the weapons you find are more exotic. Like you find a crate that's got like, sets of like vibro knucklers. Is there like a vibro greatsword? I should look at the weapon list for like weird shit.
Vibro great axe.
Didn't like that wolf guy have that one? Have like a vibro greatsword?
Maybe. There's a lot of weird stuff. There are a few like higher quality weapons, like certain types of pistols, rifles, carbines, kind of stuff. Some of which are mil-spec and military grade and not to be supposed to be sold kind of stuff. Like the Berserker rifle. The Berserker rifle is like a weird shocky slug thrower thing.
I keep thinking it's Disruptor, but I'm thinking of the other thing, which is like
the Disruptors are like disintegrators. Those are super illegal too. You probably don't find many of those because they're very expensive and rare. There's like you find some needlers. You wonder where they came from.
Probably off the fucking island.
Boots sees them and just has like Vietnam flashbacks.
Yeah,
so many of those hit you.
You got shot with so many needles. All right, okay, Marth's back for good. Armaa's searching the place, so I'm talking about the kind of inventory there. You do find some more illegal grenades, like concussion and inferno grenades, stuff like that.
Yeah.
You do not find a crate full of thermal detonators, but yeah, it's mostly weapons here are mostly exotic, though some of those are illegal.
They're not super illegal, then.
No, hey, if you want to guess, you would guess that probably anything that's much like they talked about the live, because you don't find any live animals here. You would expect anything really spicy is either small orders that are dropped off somewhere else or are shipped out as immediately as possible. Like there's like you don't find any like baridium stockpiled or anything like that, right?
Yeah.
What is that?
Baridium? Very nasty. It's high explosives.
Yes.
It goes in proton torpedoes.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Proton torpedoes, thermal detonators, lots of other spicy stuff.
Also, like, the really high shit.
I think that's the only placed explosive that's, like, planetary scale.
Oh, God.
I believe that's the baridium charge that starts at, like, 2 damage planetary or something.
Yes.
That sounds like atom bomb.
Yeah, so there's... basically, yeah, there's none of that there. Like, there's no real spicy shit. I mean, you might find some set bombs. Like, you know... Your old friend, the proton grenade, some demo charges, stuff like that. But also, that, like, you find those in the back corner, those could just be left over from when they built this place. Like, you don't know.
I don't know. Anyway, as long as there's no highly legal weapons and no hard narcotics, we're gonna leave.
Well, so I was gonna say about the drugs front. I need to pull open my gear list. I gotta scroll up for that.
Mm-hmm.
You do find several crates of the spice gear list. Okay. In addition to, like we said before, you know, luxury goods, high tax goods, you know, like you find some very expensive wines, some various, you know, crates of like whiskey and spirits and stuff.
Is it called Rill?
Rill's medicinal.
Rill, no.
So yeah, you find, you know, crates of stuff like Gunjack, which is a strength enhancer. Or Impact, which is a reflex booster. You know, there's Longsight, which is a focus drug. I'm pretty sure there's a spice that gives you +1 to every stat.
Yeah,
like there's one for at least every stat going on there.
And give you a massive hangover afterwards.
Usually, yeah. So it's like that stuff. So you know, Muon Gold, that kind of stuff. All of these are like boosters, enhancers, steroids kind of stuff. There's no death sticks, there's no glitter stem or anything.
Like stuff like you shouldn't take, but won't
not a lot of like downers or anything like that. You do find some stuff that's not restricted. Like sulfur inhalers, butylamine, you know, which is an anti-anxiety drug kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You know, you might find some more of your favored Nanarium root. Kind of stuff, you know.
Can we take some doses of that?
No.
Okay.
We'll cut into the business.
Fair enough.
You know, just moderate stuff. I think the G-Rickit is a non-restricted, you know, mild euphoric drug. Right? Like, yeah, you find a couple small crates of that. Most of it is the heavy-duty stim stuff, though.
Yeah.
And you do, like I said, find some other generic restricted, you know, like, hey, you know, this case is full of, like, lockpicks, and this case is full of, like, illegal overboosted, you know, Tabana gas packs. And, you know.
Like, nothing really, like, harsh to crack down on, really.
Well, we could, but we're not. As I said, we start cracking down over fucking everything.
Yeah.
It's the whiplash is getting it back. Right now, we're mostly being annoying, probably.
We're just checking if anything.
And like you might find some because those are also restricted. You might find some small doses of some toxins because like stuff like standard neurotoxin or neuroparalytic are restricted too. You know, not big crates, but just some standard stuff because hey, they deal in stuff that is, you know, smuggled.
Yeah, no, the neurotoxins are a no.
Yeah, that's.
Let me see.
If you want to confiscate, that's fine.
Yeah. Let's see.
You know, you might find some slicing equipment, because those seem to be pretty commonly restricted.
Let's take the neurotoxins and neuroparalytics. Slicing gear, nah, we'll leave that alone. Heck it. People. Same with the lockpicks.
And then the other stuff is mostly, so like I said, one third of it's probably about weapons, or even you can broaden that out to outright illegal tech, right? 1/3 is just narcotics of various types, or at least consumables. And then the other third, like I said, is either stuff that is outright embargoed or is just like has high amounts of customs fees, taxes, etc. You know, the luxury goods that are being smuggled in without paying taxes, duty free, stuff like that. Imports, exports, etc.
Always beware the stuff that's super illegal.
Yeah, well, as I said, neurotoxin, neuropolitics, as I said, these are something that is... drugs usually do harms to oneself. These things are drugs that do harms to others, so these are a no.
Yeah. And, like, you probably find, like, maybe, like, 5 crates you want to get rid of. Like, you know, oh, well, here's a thing full of neurotoxin. Here's a thing full of, like, you know, neuroparalytics. Why is there a missile tube in here? You know? Like, there's, like, one armored shock case with a missile launcher in it, and you're just like, nope.
Nah.
Nope. Not dealing with this shit.
Nope, so we will take it on up. I'll send the boys up. I'll go tell the 3. Yeah, so I'm just going to tell you the same thing I told Red. Let it hang. No trafficking, no hard drugs, no highly restricted goods. She'll thumb at the things. We're taking those. I'm not going to snap any fines or anything on you because that just becomes a whole damn headache and a whole bunch of paperwork that I really don't want to deal with right now.
That's okay. We have a response to inventory loss. It fell in the ocean.
Good enough. All right. Well, we'll now leave you be. We'll get you that door as soon as we get the bill. Actually, do you guys ever leave this island?
We get out occasionally. we're on like a 3-day shift.
Okay.
We mostly play cards.
I haven't seen my family in 7 days.
Well, if you ever get there more, get back to land, come by the base, I'll give you a drink. Come by the Liquid Sunshine, and Aramaa out.
This is, as you leave, one of them mutters, "This is the most professional stick-up I've ever been a part of."
I mean, he's not wrong, though.
Oh. All right.
Like,
you meander on out. It has started
Man, the
raining.
feds are nice. Like, holy shit.
It started raining since you were out.
Well, let's load up the crate
wow.
in the midst of...
Marth's Discord appears to be slightly freaking out. He's lit up all the time, even though I can't hear him speak.
He's always been like that for me. But
he's not always like that for me. Marth, if you can hear me, if you have anything you want to do before we leave this island, please type it. Or say it. I don't know. I might be able to hear you right now. I don't know your life.
Hello?
There you are.
Okay, I hear you.
Okay, so somehow I pressed the mute mic button on my headset.
Yeah, that happens,
okay.
yes.
But I don't think there's really anything here that I would want to do. There's just stuff that's...
Yeah, no, okay. I was just checking, and I didn't expect anybody to really
inventory.
have anything in there. I just want to make sure everybody's getting their voices heard. Okay, you leave! Hooray!
Alright.
to the Iron Cage?
We still don't know where it is. We know what it is, though, now. That's the important thing.
You have a rough idea. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's in the
rough
city
idea.
somewhere.
It's in the city, and it's a blood sport arena. There can't be too many places you can hold those.
Yeah, there's not many places that are, like, easy to hide that.
Let's see here.
Bloodsport, huh?
Yeah.
That's
I weirdly have the image of Aramaa sneaking in, but we probably just cracked down on it instead.
fine.
Honestly, technically, as long as no one's being killed arbitrarily, there's nothing necessarily wrong with it.
Yeah, I mean,
Aramaa
there's some
enters
stuff wrong
and
with it.
shows she's at the top dog.
I mean, there's some stuff wrong with it.
There's some stuff wrong with it, but that's why we gotta inspect it.
Yeah.
Like, as I said,
Yeah.
remember where we are, guys. There's not a lot of ways of entertainment.
Yeah, so it's like we gotta, like, crack down, but we can't destroy it.
Clearly, we
like...
could make our own startup company and give them the Nintendo 64. That way they'll be entertained for all eternity.
We'll
What would happen if I kick boots out of this this transport ship into the ocean?
I don't know if we can.
How many range bands up are you flying? I think you got a max of
prob-
like 100 kilometers.
No, we're probably a standard air flight.
Should we at least make sure that his
long range to the ground? Or the
Yeah,
water?
probably.
Water's
Should we
as good
make
as
sure-
ground at long range. I believe that's
Should we-
like a plus 50 crit.
Yes.
Should we make sure that his RAU is attached to the ship, so like he's just
No.
hanging? Okay.
No, we're not actually going to throw him out of the ship.
Okay.
We're just joking. We're just
Yeah,
reminding
no,
him how fragile life is.
Easy, we can destroy him.
Listen,
but
fall
no.
damage sucks, guys.
Yeah, it
It
does.
does.
Like I said, we gotta basically check out the blood sport, see how bad it is, because as I said, it's like, because what's probably going on is they have two fighters and people are gonna do gambling on them, and that's how they make their money.
Gambling, illegal hollows,
Stuff like
because
that.
I mean, not that you guys are necessarily legal experts, because none of you have education. But you would presume there's some kind of ethics restrictions about, real fights
Yeah.
on camera. I don't know what space PETA is like, but, you know.
Yeah.
Sadly, none of my trees will ever give me the skills, give me like any of the knowledge skills.
That's why you
can still buy them out of glass. It's what I did for a good while.
But
many things.
Yeah,
Okay.
Let's drop off this contraband.
All right.
I'm just gonna tell I guess it's like, yep, drop off contraband. Do we want? I feel like it'd be a little bit harder to get access to the orbiting ship unless we literally just grab a ship. It's like, hey, come with us to here, and if they give us any lip, just fucking shoot the fuck out of them. I'm like, no, that sounds like a horrible idea. I'm trying to set a reputation here of tough but friendly.
I mean, you could certainly transfer to one of your cruisers in orbit and then pull up next to them and say, "Hey, what you doing? How's it going?" Which might be slightly threatening, but still.
Should we just cut to that? I guess.
I feel like Axe is being impatient again.
I kind of feel like he is too.
Because we're not set on anything. I'm saying yes, you could theoretically, if you want to, you could go up there and you have cruisers and stuff. You could do some gunboat diplomacy, but
let's see if we can narrow down where the Iron Cage is.
Yeah, Iron. Yeah.
So you've got some rough geographic coordinates. You have been told that they have cover businesses, probably on the surface, and the actual things in the Undercity. You do know that they have some kind of secret dock entrance through the bay. So you got a couple different angles of attack. How do you want to try and get at this?
Undercity dock, shell companies. Well, it seems like it's probably actually, Ameridu has a lot of water areas. But
how much do you want to swim?
No, it's not gonna. Let's not swim. Well, let's try through the shell, the legal. Let's try through the legal businesses, I guess.
All right, so you're gonna kind of look around and try and find hints on the Iron Cage, like subtle lick.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. This is a little secured. Actually, let me look in my holocron about information gathering. Is that better difficulty, or is that more of a... Okay. For complicating circumstances. Okay. Oh, interesting. This actually has a delay on how many days it might take to get info back. I don't... Well, I'm thinking about the scaling. We're at almost like 3 hours now. And I know you guys might want to do some more crafting. Anyway, roll me
I'm kind of skipping over. I just want to try to finish this whole storyline.
Okay, we might be here for like 5 hours then. You don't know.
Okay.
How many people are you guys gonna have to punch? You don't know.
Punch.
As many as it takes.
Listen. I'm not gonna lie. I heard there was a Bloodsport arena. I kind of want to get in on that.
I do. I kind of want to see you do it.
Well, yeah, I understand things. There's definitely some themes and plans here. It's just a question of working in. Anyway, dedicated specials or research. Yeah, we'll call it hard. Maybe a hard streetwise check. Somebody.
I can do it. I'll do it.
And I don't think we'll add any extra black dice or any other kind of like.
This
This isn't complicated. This is just going to take you some time to actually like crack down and start scoping out businesses and occasionally asking shady people either direct or oblique questions.
Okay. Well, that... I get a blanket route in the middle there, huh?
Okay. Alright, so... Scoping it out. Alright, two advantage. Sorry. Burped again. Two advantaginos. Alright, so, you do not directly get an idea on what the cover business is, right? Because obviously, if they're getting bets or crowds or whatever, there has to be a way to get in, right? But honestly, because you did fail, it probably does take you like a day or two to like run through all these.
Gotcha.
For broader scale questions like this, right? It's not just there's a lot of legwork to do, is what I'm getting at. That's what I'm looking for. So you don't run into any of that. But since you did get a couple of advantage, you do hear some other stuff though on the grapevine. Which is you're asking around about stuff, and this doesn't appear to be at least directly related to the Iron Cage specifically. but when you talk to some people kind of going around, you hear some interesting things about the Sohaliv Building Cooperative. Who astute listeners will know was name dropped last time you passed a billboard.
Mm-hmm.
So you hear that they sound local, and if you look at their list of board of directors, they have a couple of wealthy landowners on them, but actually they seem to have been founded within the past 6 months. And in general, from what you get, the scope is that some people are just like, yeah, so they're talking about like rebuilding and expanding more Iridu and all that, but they're just raking in the Republic incentive funds, maybe not turning out as much of a project as they should, kind of thing. So you don't know if that's directly connected, but it could be. But yes, after, like I said, a couple of days of like laying low, asking questions, lurking in alleys, nobody is able to outright just dump on Camo where the Iron Cage is, or at least where their cover businesses are.
Everything is shot in the dark. I kind of wonder if it's maybe correlation, or it's very probably not causation, but there's probably like some correlation, considering if we're looking for something that is considerably hidden within the depths of the city. You think the one company that's supposedly rebuilding and usually reforming a lot of the abandoned parts of the city would probably have some idea about it.
I don't think... Are they abandoned?
Maybe not abandoned, but there'd be some underdeveloped sections.
Oh, underdeveloped. Okay.
There were definitely some areas of Sohaliv that were, or not Sohaliv specifically, but more Iridu that were kind of like in low repair, right? That were like revitalized when you went for this big push. You probably had to like displace some people or some businesses with some of your defensive upgrades, right?
Yeah.
Because you went on quite a budget spree there, Chief.
I did.
And according to rumors anyway, some people have attempted to turn that into their own gain because people suck. There was also some minor damage, but not a lot. Nothing structural in the, couple of terrorist attacks on the city. But still, that might mean that there might have been a call to, like, revamp some neighborhoods because we found actually, no, I think you built your command center over the greenhouse, but
yeah, we did.
There were some cultist-oriented buildings which have almost assuredly been bulldozed because nobody wants to work or live in them anymore, and stuff like that. Like, oh yeah, this hotel, that's where they killed a couple of commando droids carrying biological weapons. Maybe we should refurbish.
Retrofit that.
Yeah, let's
should
flip this place. So there was a little bit of incentive. So yeah, abandoned, like you said, is probably not the right word, but there's definitely been some disused areas that have been like repurposed and revitalized, and supposedly like expanded. Bringing in more people, refinement, whatever.
Well, as I said, if there was a construction company, they would be the one to know about where they might be able to hide something or whatever it is. I'm sorry.
Where they would know where they built
and if they don't, they at least know where it could be.
Where they built in certain places.
Should we ask this guild a few questions?
Well, I want to, but the thing is, like, at this point, my only plan of attack is walking up to him and is like, hey, are you guys secretly the Red Stripe and holding fucking blood sports? I want in. Like, usually when I go in for talking, I usually have some plan of attack. I don't necessarily have one right now.
I mean, like, I know Axe really wants to power through this, but we have been going for almost 3 hours. Do you guys want to call it here and, like, think about it over the week? Or...
Yeah, I know. Well, I also know that you don't want to necessarily make this for sessions, because I'm pretty sure you definitely...
I'm okay. Yeah, the material's all there. Like, I intended this to be powered through, but, like, you guys are kind of working at this through several angles. I can try and think about maybe anything else you'd run into.
I'm considering.
I mean, you've got a couple of days. Is there anything else you guys want to do while Camo's pounding the pavement? Like any other angles you want to hit on? We might give you some more info.
I guess I can go ask the docks if they've been seeing any strange boats or something.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so yes, that will be obscure, but you're asking people, so yeah, okay, right. So let's go with normally this is like streetwise or knowledge checks, but I'll stretch this because you're doing gather info, which is something charm is supposed to cover. So make me a daunting charm check.
Ooh, daunting.
Aramaa.
Yeah. Fuck it. I say fuck it.
I ain't light side points.
Yeah.
Heck it. You've only just turned it to a 3-3 split just now as we go into like hour 3.
Daunting. Is that 4 or 5?
Daunting is 4.
4.
Yeah,
Like I feel like this is going to be some pretty like obscurish information you're hunting for, but it's not like impossible to find. This is just you got to like ask a lot of questions. You might also be at this for a couple of days.
Yeah.
What you say is like you have all those light points, all those.
Is anybody gonna go with Aramaa and like hang out, or are you guys gonna do your own?
Okay. I'll go with Aramaa.
Would you assist, or are you just gonna like hang out?
I guess I'll assist.
All right, have a boost die, Aramaa.
Ooh. Actually, you know what? I'm not doing anything else, and I've got nothing else to add. I'll assist.
Okay. Let's take
I'll add a step back for a boost, so
add another
An
boost
upgrade
die,
and
it's
step
fine.
back.
Let's see here.
I mean, Boots. Here's the thing: Boots is not that unpersonable.
I don't know. He actually has charm. I'm just.
We're joking, but yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, no.
But
didn't get upset. I was like,
for
yeah, no, I
the
get that.
people at home, perhaps the 20 of you that listen, actually, in case you forgot, Boots as a character is good at this.
Yeah, no.
Loth as a role player is sometimes not.
So, BBB. Let's see.
BBB.
BBB.
Oh
Mm.
shit!
Okay.
Jeez.
Did I? Yes, I did the difficulty correct.
Yeah, no. You just got a blank in there, and you rolled a bucket of success.
You might
And-
find out a lot of things.
I mean, honestly, you've only got 2 success after that. It's just also there's a triumph in there, and also you rolled
might get 5,
you rolled
5.
3 double lights. So
It's like
Yeah, you
Spicy.
could just do like 5 success, like
Yeah, I'll do
Or-
5
4
triumph.
or 5.
yeah, 5
I like-
triumph. Okay, so
Yeah.
you actually managed to somewhat significantly scale this down, right? Like you get you just happen to follow your instincts. You hear you're guided by a mysterious wind at your back for some reason. Hey guys, who knew this? The force is just swiping up.
I mean, if it were on a console,
you're able to actually like find some people and ask some pressing questions very fast. This probably only takes you about a day of work. And because you've got multiple people, you can actually split up a little. Since we're just cruising through this, that's not a terrifying thing to split up. And because you got a triumph, no, this is pretty quick on the gun. Yeah, you talk to some dock workers. You talk to some of the security guards, basically. You might even talk to some of your old pals at the hydroelectric plant, the tidal power plant that powers all this stuff, because they, work under the water. They're doing great, by the way, since you caught their boss, the spy. They're having a great time. Everything's great. Actually, some guys do a couple of guys, the first couple stories you get are like, well, yeah, I remember it like it was yesterday, because it was yesterday. I saw a skiff pull in out of the fog. Loaded with boxes. Don't know where they came from. Nobody does any shipping over the ocean kind of thing. And you kind of just trace the stories and do your timeline and do your detective work and actually run down and get a line that basically like, oh yeah, so some it's not all the same people, but by collecting enough stories, you can get there's a pretty regular picture that yeah, there are wave skimmers or just boats that they pull in. That they basically go in through the harbor and go into the Undercity, because there are, drainage there, because it's a swamp. Actually, technically, I believe it's in the notes. Moriru is, like, built into a river delta, basically. It's just hard to tell, because Soholith.
Yeah.
But basically, they go into the Undercity and up the routes, and as you're kind of, well, would you want to follow these stories right away?
Yes. Yeah, I said if we're doing it quickly, I'm pretty.
Yeah, this probably takes you about a day. So you actually find basically, it looks pretty recently either refurbished or built. You find kind of a permacreated over like little culvert, and it actually looks like there's an artificial drainage outlet. like a giant storm drain, for the city that's been built up in here. That's got a grate over it. You see, it's got a space padlock. But you don't really see it on any of your maps. It doesn't have any of the normal like infrastructure markers, right? Like so city crews can like find it. And it just looks like it goes into the center of town somewhere. So it looks like this must be their exit and entrance. Yes, because like I said, it's quite sizable, possibly even oversized. You could definitely sail small boats up this. And wave skimmers.
Well, we'll leave it alone for now.
All right. Well, you know where it is.
Yep. All right.
Yep.
Okay, so that's what you guys are doing. You have a couple days break to conflagrate.
I'm out of money. I can't buy any more drugs or secondary drugs.
You can't make any more. Well, maybe if you sell the drug you got.
Aramaa, do you want me to help you cover your drug habits?
No, I'll just go fight in this fucking blood sport and make a bunch of money.
Honestly, you might actually
That
make a
might
profit
work.
out of that, and then like bust them.
We'll just bet on you.
We have fun fact that is a goddamn standard tactic in most of the games we play. Yeah, I'm gonna go.
That's what Gene did on us.
Yeah,
I mean, it's like playing the arena in Fire Emblem. You just keep winning, you're fine.
You keep winning until you run into that like level 20 berserker who auto crits you.
Yeah, but then you like make sure you save between each attempt. You're fine.
Anywho's,
Oh,
do you guys have an idea for a plan of attack?
Honestly, I would.
Okay. I will say this. Technically, with that streetwise that Axe did, as Camo did, you guys were angling for what's their cover business. You guys have not actually tried to just straight up, probably because that might be a little weird coming from you. I don't know. Just straight up ask like, "Hey, how do you get into the iron cage?"
Yeah, no, that was gonna be my second thing. Like how do I actually compete? There's got to be like some line somewhere, be like, "Hey, I know a guy."
Yeah, I was like kind of wondering if like, could I actually try that? Because I actually was going to like.
Well, it would be streetwise, so yes, you probably should try that.
All right.
This would be an average streetwise because this is somebody in that field would know it. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, let's try again. I'm gonna spend a destiny point because.
Sure.
Yeah. There.
All right. I think I actually needed that point. Holy shit.
Yep.
Well, I mean,
I'm
you got a double success, but still, you got in there. You got a success in there with some advantage. Okay. All right. So you do actually do some asking around, basically. Hey, how would somebody compete? And maybe you use your civvy disguise and Aramaa's civvy disguise as kind of a cover, whatever.
It's like, hey, I got like someone I think probably do well. Just looking for it.
And so you hear, you get the old, on a street corner, psst, hey, you want to compete in the iron cage? All right, you got to go down to a fitness club. It's called Scarlet Gloves. It's almost like there's a theme here. You go into the back. You got to talk to the manager. He's called, let me get his full name, Arpuvum. Or possibly Arpuvum. There's a double vowel in there. 2 double vowels, actually. Arpuvum. He runs the place and a couple other businesses. You talk to him, you show him you got the right stuff, he'll let you in.
Sounds like a riot. Thanks.
You got some advantage. They'll probably give you an extra set. You can also sometimes find Arpu at his bar. Arpu's. It's a sports bar.
I guess same building.
It's next door actually. But if you go in the back, there's a trap. Knock 3 times and tell him the Legion flies at midnight. They'll let you into the cage.
I like how you specifically had to you said lizard. It's like, wait, no, Legion.
Well, I was gonna say lizard pigeon, then I was like, wait, no. That's canonically that's Legion.
Yeah.
Right,
I'm enjoying just all the random thugs who keep encountering.
Hey, that's why they're called a dime a dozen, my dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
I think after that scene kind of dies out, after they
well,
probably
you would regroup. I feel like
yeah,
you
we
guys
probably
are
have to quipping for a bit. Yeah.
not,
well, I think
not necessarily spending your whole day, but you're spending a lot of time in there.
Yeah.
All right. Well, with that, I actually think we have a plan of attack. We know how they get in, which can also be a way they get out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we know we know a way to get into the iron cage.
Yeah, let's
secrets
well,
going on.
this might seem like this is an alternative phrase, but let's do this a little bit above the board here. Let's get in the normal way and see if we can canvas some information that way.
Okay.
And if you can see Arama's eyes, but you can't, they would be sparkling, but they're not
Because they don't exist.
because they don't exist.
They don't.
Ching, sparkle, sparkle.
Because Aramaa.
So her blindfold sparkles instead. Why? We don't know.
We don't know.
Look, we don't understand who installed that feature.
But yeah, so yeah, let's go. Let's go find Rapu. Well, unless we want to call it here.
Well,
Yeah.
do you? Because I will warn you, the iron cage is where a decent chunk of the meat of this scenario is. I got some details about it because it's got a lot of sections, so that might actually take a bit. We are at about 3 hours. Are you guys okay with stopping for the night?
Yeah, I'm okay.
It is
with
getting a little
stopping.
late. We got to take a
I'm
break.
okay with
Yeah.
All right, so we will conclude this next time with the actual iron cage, and we'll have to find a significantly iron cagey enough song for that. For this one, I don't know. Let's see. You fought Red, who was a nemesis, by the way. She was a little bit of a softie, but she was a nemesis. Well, that's also just me. I'm like, you give a nemesis less than 20 wounds? What a baby nemesis.
I will say that I kind of feel bad that we kind of batted around where it's but I guess we weren't thinking about where the end goal was because we didn't. So I'm
no,
sorry.
it's fine. And some of that, like I said, was on me. I was reading my notes. And I'm like, why? You should have written some more detail here, Chief. Like the name of the salvage station. I was like, or the ship, which is also a station. It's kind of the same thing there. I'm like, I really feel like I should have added that detail, but I didn't. So yeah. As you guys can tell as you've looked through, there are multiple. The Red Stripe is kind of the core gang, and they have multiple, basically client outfits at various levels.
And we basically figured out all the other outfits except for the main one, I guess.
Well, no, the Red Stripe's main outfit is the Iron Cage. That's their thing they run. That's their main, hub and center of business and whatnot. But
I meant,
they have a couple of
investigate
different,
all of it.
arms, so... who you've all kind of poked, but, the one you chose to investigate happened to be kind of the least associated. The smuggler group is, very loose, very, contractory type stuff, so it kind of... and it kind of makes sense that's what you fixated on, because that's where your first clues came from, because that's where your friends are, basically.
That's where the trail went.
If you guys had literally asked, hey, what's crimes like, I probably would have been able to expand more and be like, well, so there's a lot of rumors of, blood sports and illegal entertainment and stuff. But you guys directly started with, oh yeah, our merchant friends are telling us about an upswing in black marketing. But no, like I said, that was kind of weird that was the loosest connected, but going to the Shadowport, I think, it took you a little bit extra time, but I think was a decent hook in to be like, well, no, they deliver the stuff there. Those guys don't know because OPSEC. Which in character should let you guys know that at least the Red Stripe are kind of professional about this. There's a decent amount of compartmentalization.
They're trying.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, you never explicitly asked Red to be like, well, hey, where is the Iron Cage exactly? Right? Because you had her notes, I assume, but
I would say I was kind of
you might have that would have probably been a role to persuade her to just be out and out tell you, but also you were. I got the impression you were trying not to be mean to her.
Yeah, no,
she wasn't mean to you, other than when she shot Boots, but he only took 2 wounds, so it wasn't that mean.
I mean, Boots literally decided to kick down the door and smash someone in the face, so I thought it was fair.
Yeah, fair enough. That's what you do.
I mean, hey,
she was
Look, I knocked on the door with my foot. She knocked on my chest with her bullets.
It was one of the best. It's the second best gun in the game. So hey.
It's a decent one. I mean, in terms of pistol, it's base damage 8. That's pretty spicy.
Yeah, pretty up there.
To be fair, actually, your armor gave me 2 defense and 2 soak again. Well, extra.
I mean, that's just the inserts, man. They weren't hard
Still,
to do.
he did the mod work. Anyway, so yeah, I was talking about hitting up Red, and then you hit up the Shadowport. And you do actually know where the Iron Cage is, so I think I can call this 15. You guys were talking about motivations and stuff, so.
I got my
once again.
I want to say people are counting on me for the fact that I went out of my way to try to not cause a fucking ruckus in town. I'm trying.
Well, and you literally told the criminals, "Bill me." You're taking on burdens onto yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I said I'm trying to my actions create the power vacuum, so now I'm trying to deal with it in a fashion that's not going to have even more repercussions. as bad repercussions down the line.
Well, and possible slight spoilers, but in general, the tone of all this crime is almost all a direct result of your guys' actions and attitudes. Like, nobody's dealing, like, straight up, like, space heroin anymore, because you guys collapsed the death stick market, but did so in such a way that people realized maybe death sticks aren't the right market for Sohaliv kind of thing, right? Like the Bandogora took the monopoly, and then you blew up the monopoly, and people were like, let's not do that. That's not a good plan. So they're dealing in, like, right now, because you guys didn't necessarily deal with that a lot, they're dealing a lot in performance enhancers, stimulants, steroids, that kind of stuff, which is still nasty, and, like, if crime gets out of hand, you guys probably don't want, like, street thugs hopped up on Booster Blue or Gunjack, but
Right.
also, you can put two and two together. Perhaps they are selling performance-enhancing drugs to have better fights, which
to have,
could also be,
that's
a health hazard.
I see the monopoly on Death Sticks fall through. I hope my monopoly on the railroads will still continue going.
We have no railroads here.
I know.
Yeah, you don't have repulsor rails. Honor in battle.
I will say that if, like, our first two sessions of this arc probably were, like,
well, they were cut short a little bit. They got a little slunk.
I have the code if you want me to pre-post it.
Well, do you know it? Do you think you stuck to it pretty well?
I think so, because I made sure, there were no non-combatants in that situation. I was even-handed.
Yeah, like you even talked about maybe eliminating the other guy, right? But he was out, so you stuck to that.
I used a gun against a gun instead of going melee against a gun.
I'd say give it to Marth for that one.
Yeah, okay, so you can get your bonus.
I did not hit mine, because, there's no clones here or family to protect.
Not yet. When Aramaa fights another Rancor and gets bodied in the ring, and you have to run in, then you can get your motivation.
I assume the letter you crashed on.
Fist fighting a Rancor.
I'm kind of ready for this weird pseudo-tournament arc of just...
Yeah, it's not going to be a tournament arc.
Okay.
Are you kidding me? Lou, Axe, this crime arc has been going on for, like, 5 sessions.
It's also that.
Okay, so I've already decided what I'm spending my XP on. I'm going to get me Brawl 4.
Oh, that's
solid
fair.
choice.
Yeah. I was just going to say, this arc has been going on a while. You want to add another arc on top of it?
I was making the joke of being, like, it's going to be, like, at least, like, 4 rounds of Aramaa just fighting shit.
I guess that makes sense, considering you are the ARC Trooper.
Damn it. This is still being recorded, by the way. The internet heard that, and it won't unhear it. I haven't turned it off yet, because we were doing outro stuff. Okay, kids, let's wrap up so the internet doesn't have to deal with any more of Loth's puns.
Yeah. Right.
I would assume there's no argument for necessarily Camo's motivation either, the mission.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really.
Like, I don't think you went above and beyond. Like, not that I think you would have, but as a case point, like, if they discovered the secret entrance and you were like, well, I'm just gonna sneak in already, like, and find out stuff, that would be more. And keep that in mind also for next session, maybe, if you want to hit your motivation more. Like, I'll go gather more information by myself, shit like that.
Camo's thing is also, like, he tells Aramaa he's going to do it, because usually he doesn't make it where he doesn't know what the fuck she is, because the last time that happened, she was panicking.
Fair enough. But yeah, no, like, I can... that's just the thing I'm saying. Like, usually for motivations, you need to, like, put yourself at significant risk or, like, go out of your way to complete them. So, you have not, in this particular arc, had a big opportunity to, like, go out of your way and be like, I will finish the mission.
Gotcha.
Like, maybe if the iron cage is on fire and Aramaa is trapped under a burning beam, but the crime boss is gonna get away, and you're like, no, I'll kill him. That'll be a good motivator. I'm gonna
shoot him in the leg.
Shoot him in the back. Alright, so let's wrap up, everybody. Thanks so much for tuning in, kids. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, that. We'll see you next time.
Have a lovely day.
Okay.
So,
see ya.